Welcome back, 3-episode test crew for another podcast. I'm here with the boys, SSJ8, Cody, Straw Hat, Lucas, and Vexus, the lurking legend. Guys, it is time for us to start wrapping up the winter season of anime, an absolutely peak season. We have now had the finale of JJK and Sends to Be Hero and Frieren and Hell's Paradise. I think Fire Force has one episode left, and there's already peak anime on the horizon, like Rooster Fighter, the new One Punch Man in the chat. Before we dive into all of this, Vex has a little something special to throw at us before we get this stream started. Vex, what's going on, man?
Y'all know how we do. We're going to be talking about some of the current ongoing peaks, some of the upcoming peak for the spring season, our homework assignment from last episode, and we have a game planned for you all for later. And I literally mean for you all, because tonight, for the first time in 3-episode test history, we are going to be opening the game up, and chat, all of you are going to be able to participate and potentially win the game tonight.
Oh my God.
You can be the one who tells us what our next 3-episode test will be.
Well,
I just pinned something in chat. So
Beak fiction.
Hashtag Beak fiction.
Hints will be given out about every 30 minutes or so. So stick around if you want to find out more, because chat, you may or may not have a bit of an unfair advantage against these boys here. But yes, I'm super hype. I cannot wait.
Yeah, very, very, very exciting. To get us into it tonight, guys, Shinichiro Sato, the drummer for The Pillows, passed away sadly. He'd been dealing with a long time battle with an illness. Very sad. But it got me thinking about the music that I love from anime, and I had kind of a two-parter for you guys tonight. Vex, I told you the first part, but then I'm not gonna lie, like 20 minutes ago, I thought of a second part to it. So the first part of the question is, what Western band or a song that's popular here in America do you think would make a great anime opening? Also, hashtag cannot be Dear Maria.
I got your
ballad.
I'm double picture, Dear Maria, tell me again.
Wow.
What?
I love this concept because like there's so many different directions that you can go.
Yeah.
Like these days, with as much like electronic music is starting to take over like what I would like be more used to hearing like as like J-pop, I would honestly say like Skrillex would go crazy. Like Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites for a wild battle shonen would honestly go nuts. Like yeah, dude, or Gachiakata. Like Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites on a Gachiakata intro would just smack. Like guaranteed. So that's my knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah. Cody, Vex?
I was thinking about this for a while, and like there's been some like famous ones, like Radiohead was on one, and like I know you're a huge fan, so I think I might just snipe this from you, Lucas, but can you imagine the Gorillas?
Dude, yes.
Can you imagine?
Dude, like fucking
insane.
little pink plastic bags from the Fall album would go hard as an anime opening.
I'm gonna be really surprised that with as many unks in chat and on the podcast that we have, nobody said Linkin Park. And nobody mentioned Hybrid Theory. Like literally the whole album could be like
a definitive answer. Actually, that is the definitive answer. You're not wrong at all. Every Breaking Habit
had like a whole
anime music video.
In the end, Vegeta AMV.
Oh my god.
Mine was.
Dude, it was the Naruto Sasuke fight at God Valley. Or not God Valley, whatever.
I was thinking along the lines of like Hellsing, Seinen, and shit like that, and I was like, what if like Interpol or like one of those like more like indie bands that do like darker tone music did one like Pioneer to the Fall specifically, Vex? I was like, I feel like that would actually like the first part and then like the first chorus as an anime intro would be like, like show me the dirt pile. I'd be like, yeah, I'm in.
This is hilarious. This is actually hilarious. So no, I said Gorillas just to snipe your answer, but if I were to give like a legitimate answer for myself, Queens of the Stone Age. Like that fits that kind of vibe, and like that would be insane.
Dude, hell yeah!
I think
that
would hit so
hell
hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Second part of this question, what is a Western show that you think could like benefit from an anime opening. And bonus points if you want to throw in an artist you think could do the opening for that show.
Teen Titans.
What do you mean?
Like think Teen Titans exactly.
Okay,
Papayami
okay.
Yubi did the Teen Titans
Oh
opening.
my
You know
God.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Give
real
me-
actually.
Give me Avatar: The Last Airbender, but with like Asian Kung Fu generation.
yeah.
Oh my god, dude. That's just a brilliant pull.
Dude,
I don't know if I can dude.
I would upset all the old heads saying that the Justice League animated intro is kind of garbage. It would benefit so much
Wow.
better from. Yeah, no. I mean, it's just facts. It's just static images of the superheroes over what they do in the episode. Give it the
No.
anime.
Give me Creepy
All right. Nuts
doing an intro for like a new Static Shock show.
That's really good. That's really, really good. I rock with that. I want Ina the End, the one who did the intro for the recent Dandadan intro. Like she was the second one,
yeah.
and she's doing the new One Piece intro as well. I want her doing an intro to Powerpuff Girls.
Oh,
I think that
yeah,
would go
dude.
like some drum
That
and
would
bassy,
go
EDM
hard,
kind
yes.
of upbeat female vocals, dude. I think that would be wild. That would be crazy. Love
Oh
Ina.
my gosh. Who are those guys that did the rap? The appreciation. You know, the little Hozoka or dab that,
Season
but like
Coke?
Full House. Like
Full House.
I want like a
Oh,
Japanese like happy
yes.
rap over like a Full
Give me-
House or like one of those happy like sitcoms.
Give me the guys that did the first Death Note intro, but make it like Breaking Bad and like Hank's on
Maximum the
one
hormone?
building and Walter's
No,
on
no,
the
no,
other.
the other one.
The other one. Yeah.
That's a new vocal stem.
I can't right now. Y'all are gonna laugh so hard.
Oh no. Oh god.
Give me Family Guy with a Spy X Family style opening.
Oh, that'd be hilarious, dude. Oh,
Ooh.
that'd be so funny.
Boys, I'm
Promoting
so
the family
sorry.
unit.
I forgot to turn off the music after the introduction. I'm still getting used to the habit. It's my bad.
It's okay,
Please
bro.
don't beat me after streaming. That's what they're gonna do, guys.
Breaking the
You know what? At least it's royalty-free music.
I don't know what's worth fighting for. Why I have to scream? That song's actually a fucking banger. But yeah, that
All of
was
their
a-
songs.
we're like
are
we're an anime podcast, right, guys?
Yes.
yeah.
yeah.
I think so. I think so.
I think we're gonna be talking about Fire Force, right?
Fire Force, guys. First anime on the plate for the night. We are one episode away from its series finale at this point. And as an anime only, I have a lot of questions for my boys after this most recent episode. Obviously, this is your spoiler warning. We are talking Fire Force. The most recent episode. I don't know what number it is. Unfortunately,
12 of part
yeah
2 of season 3.
yeah that one. That's exactly it.
Yeah, I got you, brother.
Boys, we traveled a very long way. Our boy Shinra spent a lot of time in this episode. This was crazy, dude. I haven't been able to talk to y'all for like at least 2 episodes, and I want to say this, like, this was a big statement of mine. I've got this like documented heavily at the end of the episode before this most recent one, basically where the world ends, everybody dies. At first, seeing Captain Obi get his that happen, like, that killed me. Like I like actually gasped, like threw my chair back, like I was running from the screen. I couldn't believe it. But I have to say, now that putting together all the pieces of what's going on, the amount of time travel, and then the fact that immediately after that everybody else died, kind of took the weight of that death away kind of immediately, because I was like, well, now that everyone's dead, it's factory reset or bust. Like there's just we have to do some kind of time travel thing, right? And that really worried me for my feelings on the ending of this story, because like time travel kind of takes the stakes away from everything. But then I watched the next episode and I think they did it, dude. I think they did it, boys. Like this is coming together. This is coming together. What Shinra, like that new form of his soul resonance, when they said soul resonance, soul resonance, bro,
I cried. I literally
I
cried.
I screamed. I was like, what? Soul resonance? What? Like I've known for a while that Fire Force like is the prequel to Soul Eater. And obviously this entire season has been very obvious with that, with the moon changing and these things. I just didn't realize, or I didn't fully put together that the events of Fire Force are truly making Soul Eater. Like we are actively just watching this world turn into Soul Eater. And this last episode, seeing the animation change, like the way the world looks, that was unreal, dude. Absolutely unreal. They kind of left it off on a cliffhanger, obviously, of like, what exactly did Shinra do to like make this different than like the millions of other iterations that we've done? And like, we're stuck having this conversation of like, is it justified to let Homegirl suffer with like the pain of everybody just for everyone else to be able to have like a possibly positive life? It's gotten wild, dude. It has gotten absolutely wild. And I'm still very freaking happy with it. Oh,
yeah, and show was also mentioning like I'm not sure about this brother and whatnot. So it's like there's still things left unresolved. We still have one more episode to go. But yeah, you mentioned the form, and what's crazy is he says the name of it and everything, and it's Shinra Banchoman. But if you go back to literally season 1, like not even 9 episodes deep into the entire series, and go back to like the first like 50 chapters, like there is a moment where he is speaking his like kind of resolve, his mantra to his new squad mates and whatnot, and he literally says like, yeah, Shinra Banchoman, that's like my goal. That's like and like it's literally like,
so this has really been
like
laid
the
out
equivalent. It's the equivalent of like East Blue Luffy being like, yeah, I want to be the freest in all the seas, and then we find out what he could do later. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. That's
even crazier that like you're putting together all the Soul Eater references and everything. But like, did you notice like the third eye and like the resemblance to like the Kishin from Soul?
Dude, absolutely. I was gonna ask you guys because like, so I'll be totally honest, it's been a hot minute since I've dove into Soul Eater. I watched it all the way front to back through one time, and I've like casually rewatched like pieces of it over the years, so I'm not like super educated on it. But I was gonna bring this up because I brought it up in my recording of that, the one moment when like that third eye popped, but there was like a particular frame where like they were throwing an attack where like the face distorted and really got that Kishin aesthetic, and that's exactly what I was saying. I was like, I think that's what the Kishin looks like. And dude, oh man, I'm it's so cool. And dude, Arthur's sword just becoming like saying fool. It's saying fool.
Arthur's sword becomes Excalibur? Let's fucking go, dude.
Yes, dude.
I don't even care about being spoiled. I don't even care. I don't even care about being spoiled. That's fucking sick, dude.
It does. Excalibur's Arthur's sword. It's wild.
He's the
bro.
Night King Arthur. Of course, Excalibur's his sword.
Of
course.
Brother, I fucking hate that character, and this is still my reaction. That is so sick. Like,
so Soul Eater remake, right? That's what we need to happen now,
dude.
100%.
I really thought that was just a lot of gas that was like, the community throwing around.
Yeah.
With how heavy, like, dude, this last episode, I was like, I have to read Soul Eater now because I've never read it. I've only seen the shitty anime only ending. So
it's not shitty. No, like it's different. It's not shitty though. I think it's
different, but it's not to dissuade people from not reading the manga, because what the manga does give you is fucking extraordinary.
It just gives you a lot more. But
I just don't like the speed at which it wrapped up. It felt like it just speed ran the last,
You're so right.
Whatever short amount of time it was. And again, like I said, it's been a long time, boys. I wasn't a critical anime thing.
Would you say it's been? Would you say it's been
decades, or at least a decade?
It's actually probably been just over a decade since I've watched Soul Eater as well. So like, I need to reread the manga. And experience it again.
Get through Fire Force.
I would say, obviously, I'm gonna get through Fire Force first. I'm on like chapter like 30 or something like that. I've read a decent chunk of the start.
Brother, I mean, this is guaranteed top 10 anime for me, and I don't know if it's gonna crack my top 5, but like it fucking might, dude. Like I've been on that edge for like multiple episodes now, but. Oh,
yeah.
Dude.
The only thing that I would say is that go back to like the start of the Cataclysm arc and for sure read it because
I will. I certainly will.
They did a great job with the things that they did cover, but they shafted my boy Kareem, and they absolutely shafted my boy Vulcan, and that they like two of their like these characters, like their greatest moments in the series, just did not get covered. They were completely omitted.
That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Yeah, no,
But
I certainly will. I certainly will go
yeah,
back.
we'll always
and
have the manga, and
Yeah.
as an anime adaptation, I think those were the things that could absolutely, of all of them, have been cut or shortened down a bit. So it's like, of the things they did cover, they did a phenomenal job, I will say, all the way up until this point. We still have one more episode, and I think they're gonna knock it out of the park. I'm extremely happy. I will say I get to check this off my bingo card because they did change the ending by omitting those things, right?
Yeah, yeah, you definitely expected that. I will say, you know, which like, you know, from my perspective, it didn't feel like I missed it. I will say there's a couple moments that did feel fast, but like not to a point where it was too fast, but I could just say, hey, I do feel like I mean, they're even pumping these lines out quickly, you know, like it does feel like they're very constrained by a 22-minute time limit, you know, with the level and gravity of what's going on right now. But again, as an anime watcher, I'm having an amazing time, dude. Like, you know,
Just a wonderful
my roommate,
experience. Oh yeah.
dude, I mean, like, genuinely, like, Fire Force is a top tier on the simple fact of I'm having so much freaking fun like I'm a kid, and then me knowing about Soul Eater, and then them saying freaking Soul Resonance, and then it just the world turning into Soul Eater right before my eyes, and Excalibur popping out, and just like all of these things, like all of the little imagery that's been put through, like Cody was like pointing out, that's like a little bit more subtle but still just absolutely there. Like literally in the last 12 episodes, everything has changed. And I already loved this anime before. It was a really good one to me before. But now there's so many like more reasons I can give it accolades. At first it was animation and sound design and cool concept. And now it's like, oh my God, like the story they're telling is so existential in such a like well thought out manner. It's great, dude. It's so
I
damn good. I'm blown away.
definitely want to shout out the manga, and I definitely want to shout out the author. I don't know the author, but I know that they have two other works with Soul Eater, and I can't remember the title of the other one, but I remember that one of the overarching themes that they use over and over again is the Kishin as like a overarching like a symbolism of like power of like an antagonistic force within these stories. And
Mhm.
I really love that in this iteration, it truly is like it's not Helmea's fault, and, like, I love that, like, we're really exploring that and, like, going through with that in the anime because in the manga, man, dog, eh, I was like, "Is this a fight? What are we doing? What are we doing here? We just"
Yeah, facts. I mean, actually, though, like it's
Uh,
yeah, good.
no, 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 you're good. I have nothing to say.
No, well,
Cody
so
basically just said hashtag Haumea did nothing wrong. Heard that.
yeah, heard that,
Yeah, Helmea did nothing wrong.
dude. I mean,
Gotcha. Yeah.
she's had a rough go at it, guys. Her and Amaterasu, you know. So
Dude, when like they gave her the scene and like the panel and the moment where it's like she shed a single tear for Charon, her guardian, and like
oh,
that hit so hard.
oh
But
my
then she
god,
started crying for everything, and I was like, well, that
yeah,
at least Charon got his own standalone moment. And like
yeah,
I will say, some of the framing, I think this would flow a lot better on a binge from a week to week experience. I
yeah.
think there were a few episodes that kind of left you feeling a little bit like kind of flustered, you know, and you're just like, I don't know how to feel. I don't know. I'm still chewing on that. And I don't know if it's like, and, but like you said, once we got to the point where we're at now, like you're very satisfied with it for the most part, but there were a few moments that stuck out to you. And I think that is just a bit of a byproduct of the crazy pacing that they had to do. Like they
Yeah,
covered like a
yeah,
full
exactly.
volume
Yeah.
per episode for like half of the season. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. With their hands tied, I think this is a fantastic product. You know, and again, from a point of ignorance, it's not a detriment. It's noticeable to a degree, but it's not a detriment. And it really is just all the more reason. Like this is an adaptation, so I expect things to be different anyway, and I want to go read the manga simply because I love the art of this, and just it's really cool for me and exciting for me to know that there's a couple more character arcs that I get to experience once I read the manga. that I haven't experienced or won't get to experience in this anime that I don't feel like I needed in the anime, but now it's just like, cool, I have more content. Like, hell yeah, more content of a story I freaking love. Like,
You
I'm
can
not
never
mad.
beat that.
I'm
Never
not
beat
mad.
that. Yeah.
My
Yeah.
stars.
No, my
My
stars.
Oh my god, dude. You need to read it. You need to read it for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, let me know when you do, because yeah, like
Certainly.
that scene made kind of no sense if you don't know, like, because like I mentioned, like I think 2 podcast episodes ago or 1 podcast episode ago to you, is they really abridged some of the doppelganger stuff.
Yeah.
And so just all of a sudden seeing 2 Reka Hoshimiyas pop up after the Shinra snap back, you know, kind of thing. It's like, what's that all about? You as an anime only probably have zero fucking clue. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Honestly, I don't think I do actually. Yeah.
Go read it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I didn't notice that I didn't know that, but you're absolutely right. Now that I put those pieces together, I'm like, oh yeah. I'll be honest, like to your point, I am reeling from like information whiplash and just like, of course, like the whole world just changed, like quite literally. Like I did, like throughout my recording and everything, like run back multiple scenes where it was like, all right, big heavy info dump moment. Like the moment of learning about Shinra's mom being the freaking doppelganger to the evangelists themselves. What? Like crazy. And like that part, like I had to like re-listen to, because like I watched it and I was like, that's kind of crazy. Wait a minute, that's insane. And then like
But it
we
makes
get
so
all
much
that
more sense
and then,
now,
and then yeah,
because
like
we have the Jesus
recontextualize.
archetype.
Exactly.
And we had the doppelganger for Amaterasu, which you know, and like, so it's these other, like, I love it. I think like the fact that they wove in the pillars specifically into like the full framework of reality as it stands. And God, dude, Okubo is a legitimate genius, and this is
Okubo's a genius, dude.
This is one of the craziest
masterpiece,
conceptual and execution, like from an execution and premise standpoint, one of these just absolute most insane endings that we have ever gotten to a series.
Yeah. This is like working out to be a masterpiece at this point, in my opinion. It actually is. Like,
that's very high praise.
So my question.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'm gonna pivot a little.
The only other thing I would say is just like, this is the best, or one of the best modern versions of the telling of a story like Jesus. Like when you put that on the surface, you know, there's a lot of different feelings that people could have towards it. It's a story that's definitely been tackled by from a lot of different angles, by a lot of different types of people and cultures. I think this is one of the best tellings of that type of story with those types of tropes. It's handled incredibly well. It's on the nose while not being too on the nose, if that makes sense at all.
Because it's
that's
truly
where
not.
Yeah, it's not a Jesus story,
painting,
but it is a Jesus story. Like,
so it's a story about hope and despair, and the war
exactly.
that those two wage to form reality as we know it, and the power that they have to form reality as we know it. And it is simply painting with the colors that a pre-cataclysm world had given it. And so it's using the Jesus paintbrush and like that color palette, but it's truly representing and emblematic of much greater theme that persists any religion that we would know today. You know, it's or like it supersedes all of that.
Yes,
it's just something that is used as a narrative device to help us understand like the role that is being played. But it's like, it's truly all about hope and despair. And that is just such a fucking good way of tying everything together. Like truly a masterpiece. Like it's in my top 10 for manga, and the anime did a really fucking good job, but it's not in my top 10 for anime. But I think part of that is just because like I knew what was coming and I was expecting a little bit more, you know. But it's still phenomenal.
No, peak, dude, peak. And that moves us into some more absolute peak. Cody, would you like to start this segment off?
Guys, I really like JJK. And I was so with my chest out, like, man, Sends to Be a Hero is going to be anime of the year. Oh, man, Steel Ball Run might contend with it. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Sorry.
I have never had my foot so far down my throat from being in my mouth. I love JJK. They did everything I fucking loved with this last episode on episode 12. When they played the opening, I literally had like tears going down my face.
Dude.
Like they made this for me. They made this for me.
Yep.
Yuta
That shit was
Kotsu,
so good.
yeah, that like from opening to finish, like Yuta opening up on his assault with Drew, like they waste no time, no intro. It's literally cinematic, like 28 minutes of fucking.
They
pure
keep switching
bliss.
the fucking aspect ratios too. Like, like
Yeah.
you're getting like widescreen shots interspersed with like it's so cool. Like they did a phenomenal job. This is probably like my second favorite fight in the entire series, and they like the whole Sendai colony stuff. It bleeds together so fucking flawlessly, so perfectly. They did a phenomenal job, dude. This is of all of the finales that we got, this is tied for top one for me. This was fucking insane, dude.
Agreed.
I literally used to watch. I used to watch this the fucking manga music video by Ninjarstic Ninja, who would he does like these manga music videos that blow up on TikTok all the time for his edits, and the one I watched all the time was the Sendai Colony one, and seeing the speed at which they're able to like portray everything like so fucking flawlessly well. Like when Ryu Ishigori is miles away and Yuta starts fucking running past the beams flying past him, and they like the accurate portrayal of speed to being able to be at the whole Doug to just onslaught a massacre, a fucking fist flying. Oh, I loved everything. This episode was peak JJK, peak anime. Like, we don't deserve it. Like, oh my gosh, please pay your workers, Mappa. Yeah,
very
that
real.
part very, very
is crazy. Two things real quick, just to interject, is we're at our first half an hour. Even though we're a little bit late, I'm gonna go ahead and give the first hint for what the game is.
Ooh.
My first hint for you all right now is that the game is already afoot. It has started.
I knew
so keep that in mind. And about 30 minutes from now, I'll be telling you guys another one, another hint.
Hammer! That is Vex is only gonna get that joke.
So where exactly did JJ because like I said, I still have not watched the finale episode, but like roughly where did it end at?
It ends with the Sendai Colony, Yuta Kotsu taking the points from Ryu Ishigori and Uro to accumulate 190 points so that he can establish a communication with the other colonies. And then we are setting up for they set up Hikari in the Ferris wheel with the mangaka guy, and they showed Kashumo. Hey, I'll beat you.
Shout out to Pat.
Shout out Pat.
Yeah, no. Shout out to Pat.
Yeah, they finished with like the 4-way / 5-way like showdown or whatever. Like that shit was fucking glorious, dude. Like they did not.
Dude, the fact they kept the same panel, like iconic, like the 3-way domain expansion was. I loved it.
They handled that final episode is like, honest to God, I think just the current now gold standard of like a battle shonen episode. It's hard to surpass what they did in that episode. Like even if you're the biggest anime hater in the world, watching that episode has got to be a spectacle. You, like genuinely, like Cody said it. We don't deserve what we got. We don't deserve what we got this whole season. Like I personally, like coming off of this season, I think this is a clean 9.5 season for me personally. I don't know what more I could really ask for in battle shonen anime outside of just being truly nitpicking. Like, don't get me wrong, there are some like complaints I have that I could like point out for this season, but none of them are enough to say that this is anything short of just absolutely groundbreaking. Like, there was so many moments, so many episodes, and again, for me, I know this is a bit of my hot take, but like, you know, I enjoyed experiencing this more than I enjoyed experiencing the manga, like visually at least. I love the story of JJK. Visually, it's up and down.
So right.
But this This is the prime example of taking an amazing piece of source material and just expanding upon it to the absolute maximum level, while 100% of the time keeping the integrity of what that source material really, really is. Like, they just nailed it, in my opinion. Virtually every single moment was done justice, and in a way that just elevated the source
The
material.
way,
And I couldn't
yeah,
have had more fun. Like, this was so
the way
fun.
that people the way that people were glazing the Maki fight, that's me on this fight. It's like literally perfection. This is a
It's actually
straight
perfect.
up.
Yeah.
It like there is very little, if anything, that I could have think that it would have been improved upon. Like, it's just the last 2 episodes specifically, or just the whole Sendai Colony like stuff. It's literally pure high octane, like just gas. It is just disgusting how well executed every single like frame of movement is. Like Yuta flying through the sky and then like catching like this like steel
Yeah.
beam and like doing like a triple fucking axle flip around it and like stabilizing himself. It's like they did not have to go so fucking hard, dude. It's like every single time Uro was on screen, it was just like a visual masterpiece. I'm not
Dude,
talking, you know, for
for real
it's
though, like
insane.
actually for real. Like
It like I was wondering, like, because I'm like, this chick's wrapping herself in like the panels of the manga. How are they gonna do this in the animation? They did it fucking perfect. Like, there's so
perfectly, bro.
much about all of this, and my favorite part is like these fight scenes were dynamic and were cinematic in ways like when Cody was glazing the Reggie Star Megumi fight, which was amazing. But don't get me wrong, but this was not a fight scene that was just brought to you by the color red. This was so visually, it used all of the colors of the rainbow to just like completely just visually, it's like it's some of the most like insane stimulation that you can get from a battle shonen. This is, I think, truly near, if not the pinnacle of modern day animated fight scenes.
I think
it's
it is
crazy.
This is, it's gonna sound crazy, but this is what a realistic Gear 5 fight would look like in animation still. Like seeing the crazy stuff that Homegirl was doing with the reality distortion and literally pulling the sky, like between either Whitebeard's Quake Fruit or Luffy's Gear 5, because like we got that moment of Yuta doing a long ass like punch, like that
Somebody
is what
tweeted that. Yeah, they're like, did he do a gum pistol?
dude, it looked like, yeah, like it 100% looked like a straight up gum pistol. And like not to like play the comparison game, but like it was so cool seeing this type of animation, because like obviously Mappa has this aesthetic that they've done so well with Chainsaw Man and Hell's Paradise. Well, I'd say more specifically in this example, Chainsaw Man and JJK, because they are in more modern environments, but like they have like that level of like realism to them in an Extraordinary World. And seeing somebody with true reality warping powers doing stuff like this, like that really just made me think like this is what it would like look like in a, you know, not odified version of Gear 5. And that's just
something
like,
that I think is really
cool
way. Is that also, if you look at whenever he fully manifests Rika and he says like, I've only got 5 minutes of this, you actually time it from the moment that
was 5 minutes
initiates it, so it's about 6 minutes and 14 seconds, but there is also like a minute worth of like flashbacking kind of like and whatnot, of like kind of expositing. So it's like if you were to cut that chunk out, it is almost exactly 5 minutes of pure action before Rika dissipates. It's dude, it's so good. Like,
dude, it is
the real time like insane cinematic choreography and animation that they pulled off is just disgusting. It's like, it should be illegal. Like, these people should all be millionaires.
No, literally, like this is a new level. Like, anime has reached and bridged a new horizon. Like, I'm not even kidding, because like knowing that this is even possible, and you know, just like how the trajectory of all of this is going, like we're just in a new space, and it's so wild, dude. This was a treat. Like this whole season, like even the freaking episode where they just talked about the rules of the calling game was a damn good episode. Like that was a clean like 7 out of 10 for it being a literal like definitive yap session. Like they even made that interesting. Like they managed to make shit like that interesting. Like that this I just can't can't stop saying, like, I don't know what more I could really ask for out of a season of a high octane battle shonen. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Black Flash. Ah, well, what was that?
What
Crazy.
was that?
yeah.
Oh,
So,
that like I was.
Versus Geto.
That is one thing I wanted to bring up over the whole entire things of the culling games. Is like a serious note of Black Flash, and I'm like, damn man. For as much as Yuji was hitting that shit in Shibuya, I thought maybe at least we would see it, or maybe if it was going to be added into filler for like the previous sorcerers to maybe like hit their 120% of their potential. But no Black Flashes for actually like none of like I thought if we were going to add content to the fights, Black Flashes are the techniques to use to like really like man, we're really showing this off. But I did not see a single Black Flash.
not one.
That is my one gripe. Sorry.
I didn't even notice that. That's a fair point.
Yeah.
That is a fair point. Like, I didn't even notice that, dude. What a great showcase of all these new characters, dude. What a sick introduction for just like 5 freaking goats. Like, dude, Takabo was amazing. Like, I like finally getting to watch that moment of that cringe moment and how long they held it. Like, that's a moment that
so
objectively
good,
is funnier in the anime than in the manga, because the manga
I don't
can't
want you
properly
as my
give you the
Wi-Fi.
time pause. Like, the manga can't force you into that situation for as long as the anime forced you into that awkward situation.
He was perfect.
That
like
peak, dude, just absolutely.
If I could just jump in real quick, just like I don't have
Oh,
much to
please
say,
do.
but like just talk about like as someone like that was my favorite sorcerer in all of JJK. Like the minute he was introduced, I was like, this is my ride or die. He was perfect.
Yeah.
They played him out exactly how I pictured him in my head. And like it worked out so well. Like you said, the awkward silence for how long they held it. Oh my god. I was sitting
it
here
was
like,
it was just so funny. Yeah.
Man, shout out to Mappa though for showing Kinjaku going to the bottom of the ocean. What a bum. What a fucking
What a bum. What a bum. Dude, and just it really showing how dope freaking Yuta is, dude. The amount of Yuta slander that just completely and utterly shut the hell up this week is palpable. It's palpable. Like the silence from those people is deafening right now.
Yuta is one of the best main characters in all of shonen.
He's what?
Yuta is the best main character.
Yeah, he's one of the best main characters in all of shonen.
Absolute facts. Absolute facts. Easily.
Except for the Accursed Principle.
Yeah, of course.
Oh my god.
But if this was as good as it was, the back half of Calling Games is about to be just fucking tomfoolery. Like it really might just.
I just hit the jackpot! Oh my god! Like
it's gonna be ridiculous.
Like, I know you've had to heard that on TikTok at least once, Jacoby. Like everyone's so excited for the Hikari fight. It's insane,
dude.
I have not.
And we got to give some like we really do need to like give JJK its flowers. Like, everybody hates the new big 3 conversation, all of that, and however you want to frame it, JJK is such a pillar of current anime. Like, how many memes came out of this one season, 12 episodes of anime? Like, we literally new meme unlocked every freaking week, and like right now, like everybody breaking down just mundane tasks, but with like the JJK narrator doing it, like all of these memes, like JJK, we touched on this last time, but I just have to reiterate now that we're at the end of the season, gotta give it its flowers. It is a cultural phenomenon. It is more than 100%. A popular anime. This is absolutely
is real.
Dude, it is. And this is moving the culture forward. Like in a positive way overall. There's ridiculousness always in all fandoms, but like JJK is a greatest anime of all time at this point. Like it should not be able to be disputed for its cultural impact. Kind of like the way people talk about AOT and plenty of other animes that come before that. Like for what it did to bringing people into anime. JJK is legendary, dude. It's hitting GOAT status.
Oh yeah.
Top 3, baby.
Yeah. And then to slide, honestly, if that's the case, talking about GOATs, something that is standing up right next to an insane amount of GOATs.
I am so happy season 2 is confirmed already.
Dude,
like, can we be so for real?
Sentenced
like
to be a hero.
sentenced to be a hero. So fucking sentenced to be peak. Like that is some real ass shit. I loved this ending. I love the reveal. I thought I was cooking where I was like, yo, Rhino is a god. No, he's a demon. He's on his demon time. He's on his demon time, bro. Real shit.
All I gotta say is, I remember I said I didn't trust him. I'm not gonna count that as a dub, but I did also say, like, I think Spriggan is a. No, I said I think Spriggan is a small fry because, like, we were theory cooking and we were like, is Spriggan? Is this like the big bet? I'm like, I don't think they are.
And I dies next episode.
I got that shit. I got that shit on. Like, oh my god,
real dude.
Dude, Rhino though, like just casually walking him down and being like, "Nah, man, I sussed you out, and like I'm gonna squash you out. I'm gonna tell you what my crime was. My crime was killing my kind, and so I wanted to be a hero so that I could do it for fun. I love this shit. I love it. He is such a fucking like well-crafted antagonistic force on the side of good. Good.
Yeah, because
dude, the ending. Her
girl, dude.
Her girl, man,
is insane.
She stood on business. She stood on fucking business, dude.
She stood on business, bro. I cannot believe the character development from that woman when we met her on that horse in episode 1 while she was looking down on Xylo to who she is in the last few moments of that final episode. What an amazing freaking character arc in 12 episodes? Like, just groundbreaking, dude. Like so good. I can't believe
I really like the moment before everything with Marlon and her lieutenant or whatever, before all that went down, when she confronted Franchi and was like asking for help. Franchi. And she's just like, oh yeah, that's fine. This is all within my realm of expectation. Like, I could use a favor from a captain of the knights and whatnot. And knowing how she feels about Xylo, she's not gonna give a shit now that Kivia is also gonna be on in literally the same boat, because Xylo's a previous captain. And so it's like, it's actually insane, because I'm just thinking of future interactions, like, now that these things have been set forth, and like, it's just, this series is fucking immaculate. This is like one of the greatest first seasons an anime has possibly ever received, from tip to tip. This is an insane execution.
Tip to tip, dude. Taking it all. What a season.
Whoa.
No, but genuinely, brother, like, and Cody has been saying this a lot, like that it was right there for his anime of the year. Like, there are so many things to point out as great, like groundbreaking animation. Like, this is not a run-of-the-mill, looks like every other anime, has basic character designs. No, it has its own animation style. The character design is through the roof. These monsters are so crazy. The use of color and then muted tones, like, in this, is just mind-blowing. Go ahead if you got something. It's just so much to praise.
Another thing is pretty obvious. So again, I'm not gonna be like, give me my flowers now. But like, it was seeing the moment where that dagger came in clutch for
yes.
For homegirl, and she's like, looks like I'm gonna need to figure out how to use this. And I was like, I knew it was a Chekhov's gun, like, immediately. But the way that it all played out, I was like, that was fucking crazy. Because dude, I would have crashed out so fucking hard. I think we would have heard Cody from the moon. He would have been screaming. It's insane.
But like, even with what a turnaround character too. I was so nervous about Terita episode 1, and I came to love her character and her relationship with Xylo and everybody else throughout this.
Dude, it's so crazy for like how much the manga portrays it to be like, I don't want to say like creepy, but it has that it's a little weird. I don't like it, but like the way that they portrayed in the anime is so fucking innocent. I really fucking love Terita as a character in the anime versus as like her portrayal in the manga. Even like, if this is how we're gonna do it going forward, it's like a 10 out of 10. Like, seriously, a 10 out of 10 adaptation.
Dude, yeah, I mean, Not much more I could ask for out of this series either. What an amazing, just out of nowhere, straight out of left field anime. I could not be happier with this.
We got to shout out the goat Norgal whenever
Dude,
he's like
the
trying to hype up
absolute
Dota
goat, dude.
during the siege, and he's like, "No, I pick my retainers like with purpose, and like you like prove you're worthy of that status." And I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like, and then he started roasting fucking Sov and Dota for being useless the whole time, and Rhino like during the siege, and I'm like, "Yes, get their ass, dude!" Like, he is perfect. He is perfection. 10 out of 10 character. Is one of the most enjoyable characters that I have seen in a series in a very, very long time. I love him. Like,
I would fight for him to the end of it all, dude.
100%.
I will ride into every battle, any volcano, anything for that man.
Put me on the front lines. I'll be a volunteer hero. I'm not a demon.
Whoa.
Guys.
Hey, man, being a volunteer hero, now that we know what we know, there's no more slots open, homie. That's actually kind of crazy.
That's wild, bro.
Getting the
we finally we get the lore.
Yeah. They gave it
as much as he can reveal. Because what does that even imply? Like,
you mentioned the repair shop, and he's like, we can speak of that later or something like that. Because like that we still don't know about. Because like figuring out about the first goddess, and like goddess. Her ability is what was mentioned in the first episode, and now we get that expanded upon. And so, like, understanding how much Xylo knew when he was speaking to Dota, this exact conversation is something Xylo has had, because he was also a captain of the Royal Knights. He was offered this exact same deal, just like Kivia. I guarantee you, because he knew all of these things that were being told to Kivia. So seeing it like it's so insane how this like retroactively like contextualizes what Xylo has been through. And Kivia she came to the understanding more and more throughout this entire series, and understanding who her true comrades were, and understanding who the real snakes in the grass were, finding out about the coexisters and everything. And now she understands possibly more than anybody in the world today who Xylo is. And I fucking love that, dude. It's so wonderfully explained and portrayed, and like this last episode was peak. It was truly peak.
Yeah, dude, like the way they have woven these characters together, like the entire hero unit, that like we've said this so many times throughout this season, like they are all so incredibly interesting characters, every single one of them, even if they're scumbags or they're
even Tatsuya.
Yeah, of course, Tatsuya, of course, but like it really is like so impressive how well they did of like really like propping up every single one of these characters to a point where I genuinely am interested in all of them when they're on screen. It's rare that like anything is happening on or in any of these episodes where I'm not interested, because when we're not dealing with our heroes, we're getting ridiculous lore dumps from like the political parties within this and all of it. Like it is just such an incredibly well woven story with incredibly dynamic characters. What a cool concept. Like this is so peak, dude. Sounds to be peak.
The fact when they were explaining the hero concept, they're like, yeah, we're summoning the deceased and stuff like that. Like before that was a thing, they were legitimately isekaiing people. And they're like, nah, that shit ain't working because there's too many cultural differences. This is an isekai.
It is. I actually didn't put that together. That's so wild.
That's so funny to me. Because they were like, yeah, at first we were summoning people from other realms, but the cultural differences were too much. And so like I was like, wait a minute, hold on. That is insane. That is so funny to me, because we were making these jokes back in like episode 1 when we were first talking about at the very start of this anime season. And so to get like this reveal, and it was just like a very it was just nonplussed. It was just like in passing, it was just like a nothing burger of a reveal.
By the way, we tried the isekai route. Doesn't work.
That's absolutely huge that someone in this world just has that ability.
Yeah. These goddesses are crazy, bro. Like they're crazy. And so what number is Terra again? I think she's like 13 or 14.
13.
So now we've met met 3, I think, actual in the flesh goddesses, and we know of 4. Is that where we're
one
at?
of them,
And then fifth has
is
died.
out of the picture. Yeah, so it's like
Yeah.
I think we've met 2. One's out of the picture, and we've heard of 2 more. I believe. I don't remember. I think
there's the
met,
poison one. There's the poison one,
Yeah.
and then the one with the
and
book,
the sword one.
and then now Terita, the sword one, because there's
Yeah,
that
so
goddess
we-
there to help do that. So we've physically seen 3. We've seen one of them that died, which was Xylo's last goddess, and then we now know of the first goddess who is doing the whole resurrection thing, which still leaves out like a shadowy whatever that number is, fucking 6 or yeah, 6 more.
he was gonna say it.
I'm not gonna say it. It's not that high. It's not that high. Yeah, no, but there's a we're not doing that. We're not doing that. There's a good amount of goddesses that we haven't heard about or seen about or know about, and that's what I'm getting at. I like,
Yeah,
that's gonna be.
No, I'm extremely
there's
excited.
so much more to open up in. These powers are
that's
crazy.
that's only one like power system, because then we also have like the shit with luminescence and the whatever, like the whatever they're called, the seals, and like that's another more tangible power system. But like there's like this like complete above that ceiling, this entire different thing, and like it cracked the scope ridiculously wide whenever we just figured out like, oh yeah, this goddess has been doing this the whole time. This is how like becoming a penal hero started. And like it really poses so many more questions, and I have no idea. Like the potential for the show is infinite. It is absolutely infinite.
Yeah, an absolute banger, dude. I couldn't be happier with it. What a treat in the middle of banger after banger, dude. Like the only detriment is I wish this could have potentially aired in a season that was a little weaker, just to help carry it and more importantly help it get the shine it really deserves. But hell, it's already renewed for season 2, so you know what? Doesn't matter. It got season 2 while airing with JJK, Fire Force, Hell's Paradise.
I'm gonna be so real. We're not getting a weaker season anytime soon.
And you're absolutely right.
With knowing what's on the horizon, that is just not gonna happen. So I'm fine. Like this was phenomenal. What a great way to start the year. What an insane season that we just had. Crazy finales all around. This one, the JJK ones that we're gonna talk about shortly as well.
If I may too, that was Sins to Be Hero. I think now that it's over, I may try to sit down and binge through it, get past the stuff that I wasn't vibing with, and you can say all you want, man. It's my opinion. Like, you're not gonna change it by doing that shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's But I, just so that I can keep up with the conversation with you guys, especially when season 2 comes out, and maybe there will be something that I find within the series that to actually enjoy.
Yeah, dude, I really think you have a much better chance now that you can binge it. I mean, and all due respect, if it's really just not for you, I get it. But like, as your homie, I really think you're missing the bigger picture here.
I'm gonna be real.
You're missing the forest through the trees kind of thing.
If you weren't vibing in the first episode, you're not gonna vibe for the rest of it. I'm just gonna be so real.
Yeah, and if it's like that, it's like that. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'll love
you like what you like. There's I mean, it's not at the end of the day, we're all just here to talk about shit we like.
Very fact. Very true.
Speaking of things I like, I really like getting hints on what the hell this game is, and I think we're at another 30-minute mark.
I think we are too. Listen, hold on, let me pull up my notepad.
We are at the second major hint, and what I will say is that it is partly a guessing game. Just partly. That's your second hint.
Partly
Stick around. We'll have another in another half an hour.
Oh, damn. Okay. I have no idea. I still have no idea. Actually, that's not true. I do have a idea, but all right.
I do too.
So
I'm keeping track.
Lucas, I need you to spearhead this next section for me, because I think you were the very first person to ever mention that this even exists to me, let alone that it's Beak. Or I'm sorry, it's not Peak, guys. Beak fiction.
Beak fiction. Yes,
Lucas,
Rooster Fighter.
Lucas, Rooster Fighter. Tell us about it, brother.
Yeah, so it's about I'm trying to remember. It's Kiji, right? Because I've read like the first like 20 chapters.
Yeah.
I think Cody's read more than I have. KG, yes.
They
It's
say
about
his
KG.
name in the
He
first
fights.
episode.
Yeah, they. I'm bad with names in general. But it's about him. He's fighting demons, and as they explained in the first episode, as Vex was saying, it's through a power of resonance, kind of like an opera singer cracks glass.
Soul resonance.
Yeah, soul resonance. I kept thinking that the
I just had to
entire
say
time. I was like, the whole time I was watching the first episode, I was like,
all I did was watch
the
Soul Leader today, for real.
But yeah, it's about a rooster fighting demons and getting lucky with the ladies here there, and
Getting
maybe
lucky,
even
dude.
maybe even
Does he?
being joined.
He
Maybe
gets
even
lucky
being
episode one, and
joined.
dude,
Yeah.
He literally, the first
I
scene
can't wait
outside
to
of like
see-
showing the demon fight, he's
Yeah,
just
within-
laying pipe. Like,
Yeah.
He fucking is.
Yeah, but then at the end of the very first
Yeah.
episode, he's getting clucked by some by some BBC.
Hey, look.
By
sometimes
some
you
real
get clucked,
BBC.
sometimes you do the clucking. You know, it's ups and downs, brother. You can't have
he
it.
was in,
You know,
got
he was in the
clucked.
cluck chair.
he was in the clutch chair.
he
Um,
was in the clutch.
Yeah, I have read a decent amount of this, and man, y'all, I watched 3 episodes. I'm gonna be so real with y'all. I will not be watching anymore.
I will.
I have watched 2 episodes. I haven't given it the proper 3-episode test, and I will say this is the most fun with one of the worst looking things I've watched in a long time. Most fun I've had. Like, and y'all know why I hate it. Y'all already know why I hate
Is
it.
it the
It
3D
looks
animation?
the 3D animation is terrible, but I will
God
say,
awful.
like in certain stills, like Cody said this, maybe in like the pre-show or whatever when we were talking, but like what a advertisement for the manga, because I can tell
Yeah.
like the facial expressions and the aura farming poses that our main character is doing probably just go insane in the manga, and they look pretty good on screen again in stills. But oh my god, these demons are literally like making me sick to my stomach.
The appeal
Like,
of Rooster Fighter as a manga is it's supposed to be such an absurd story with an attention to detail to the artwork in manga paneling. Like, this artwork in Rooster Fighter is absolutely insane. The shit I'm seeing on my screen for this anime makes me want to.
it's dog water, bro.
Yeah, it is terrible.
No!
It is terrible compared to the manga. I will 100% agree with Cody there. But I'm such a big Patrick Setz fan that I'm like,
Dude,
I gotta watch
I
this.
feel like, yeah, I love it.
I gotta watch
like-
it. You know what I mean? And then
that-
Lucy,
it's back.
what is it? Lucy Christian, the voice actress for Nami
Christian.
is Elizabeth, who is introduced at the end of the second episode. The female chicken that comes in and starts fucking them up.
Oh, word.
Yeah, so that's
Oh,
Nami.
crazy.
So like the voice cast is stacked, and like even though the 3D animation is terrible, and like Cody said, this is basically just a glorified ad for how gorgeous the manga really is, because it really is. But I had a lot of fun watching it. I thought it was fucking hilarious. You know what I mean? Like him getting clucked, as Cody said, and then like the whole love in episode 3. I don't want to spoil anything for you since you haven't watched it, but like it's also just as funny to me. But as Cody said, I will mirror his sentiment completely. Like the manga, just the paneling in the manga is fucking gorgeous.
It's like I'm like really like wondering how who is this made for? Because I'm like
This was.
Is this really
slop.
drawing
Like,
people to
I'm
read the
gonna
manga?
Be so real. This was the pinnacle of like mid slop. Like it did not look good. A lot of the sound design was not great. It's like I don't know. This was
the dubbing choice to
This-
not say cock-a-doodle-doo for the Koki
Yeah, that was weird.
or whatever is such a choice. I have to say, like, I'm glad we kept to the Japanese onomatopoeia, I guess, but like, why did we not just have Patrick States go cock-a-doodle-doo? Like nobody gets koki. Like nobody, I don't even know how to fucking say it. I'm angry.
Okay,
I-
Coco.
ugh.
Or okay, Coco.
You don't even know how to.
It's Coco, yeah. No, so, like I will say, I think this is the best example of like a perfect second monitor anime on the fact of my laugh to cringe ratio was pretty equal, which is a bad and a great thing, where I was cringing the whole time, but like immediately after the most god awful CG monster animation I've ever seen, I would actually laugh out loud because Patrick Seitz would say one of the most ridiculous fucking things I've ever heard Frankie say in my life. You know, and like it is genuinely funny, and I do appreciate it for what it is, where it's just pure satire. Like this chicken is making fun of every Aura Farmer superhero badass guy.
Yeah, 100%.
Like I get it. Like the joke isn't lost on me. So it's as bad as it is funny, which is a positive and a negative. This is not one I would ever go out of my way to watch. I would like never watch the sub of it. Like just on the simple fact of it's hilarious with Patrick Seitz, and the rest of the voice cast has been really good. Hated the little fucking bird, dude. The little guy.
Duty?
God, dude.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, what is wrong
Duty
with you?
did it
Duty's
for
the
me, man.
best.
Terrible.
Duty was so
It's-
annoying,
no,
dude.
The introduction and like the way that the story
That was so
like,
boring.
it got this,
Episode 2 was
like,
ass.
it was not only was it boring, it was annoying, and
Yes.
it didn't make sense. It's like, oh, this person who gave me everything. Well, fuck that. I'm gonna go and hang out with this guy who just like it's just literally has there's zero actual tangible motivation for why they decided to hang out with KG. None.
Makes no sense.
Absolutely zero.
I see like the cute little story of like the brave little duckling. Don't fucking care. Not in my meme chicken anime. Like, you know, like
I
that's
thought-
not what I need. When I also see him piping
They're
down
sleeping on
chicken
Kyoko.
huzz, I don't need to see. I don't need to see the little brave
Chicken
duckling.
Huzz. Chicken Huzz is
The
crazy,
chicken
bro.
huzz.
Crazy.
He's getting the
Let
juicy.
the colonel cook. Let
Yeah,
the colonel cook.
cook, bro.
And look, they might have some
All
good
up in that
scenes going
cloaca.
on later. Definitely, you know, in my 2 episodes, not proper 3-ep test. You know, the second episode was notably worse than the first, and there's
Dude, I'm
one
struggling.
glaring reason why. There's one glaring reason
I'm-
why it's that yellow bird.
I got
I'm gonna be
2
so real
episodes
with
deep
y'all.
as well, and I'm dreading putting on the 3rd episode. I'm just saying.
I watched it on
gonna
1.5
do it.
speed. I'm so real with y'all. When I saw that monster appear on screen,
Dog,
frame 1, and she literally moved like a Blue Lock character.
literally.
Nah. I said no. I literally turned it to 1.5 speed, and I said nah. I'm not doing that. Not when I have Shangri-La Peak to watch. Like, no way.
Dude.
No. Hold on. When he does the cockadoodle doo and it does the fucking like War Greymon Nova Blast fucking like animation, like it looks so trash, dude. We had better shit in like literally 2001. It looks bad. It looks so bad.
Dude, dead ass. Like this is an anime that's actually legitimately worth considering listening to. Like just listening.
The audiobook, yeah.
Like just audiobook this bad.
Open the manga, listen to it.
Yeah, open the manga, press. Yeah, dude. I mean, actually, though, straight
Actually,
up, I would
though.
almost do that. And I do like I will say, like, as much as we're dogging on it, like again,
It's
I
so
had a
funny.
good time.
It's so
I
fucking funny.
I
dude.
laughed. I genuinely laughed. So like I will watch
I-
more of this. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you
I
guys
did.
I'm gonna be like prepared for theory crafting and
Oh,
all
yeah,
that.
no.
But like, you know, if I do have a night where, you know, I'm playing a game or I just, you know, want some background noise, like this is really good for that because I think I'll get some good laughs as long as it's, you know, playing behind me.
I think I
Yeah.
left one time in the first episode and then not at all another time.
Yeah,
at
I'm
all.
still a child,
So it's
dude. I'm
like-
not gonna hold you. I found stupid jokes funny.
It's
I'm not
I like-
denying.
Yeah.
Especially because the premise of it is it's supposed to be comedy, and I'm like, where, how, why? Like this hit on zero
It's like-
fucking marks for me.
And that's what I was afraid of when I saw the animation, as lackluster as it is, because the whole premise of Rooster Fighters is supposed to be this like immaculate, near level, like perfect style art, but you have a rooster fighting demons. Like it's meant to be like that satire of like gag manga, but
Yeah.
you know, they really gave it up to One Punch Man animators. You know,
Dude, they really did.
living up to
Dude,
it.
I made the meme in my like, you know, anime to look forward to in the spring season of like, you know, if One Punch Man season 3 hurt, well, at least we have a better replacement with you know, Rooster Fighter. Yikes, dude! I capped some motherfuckers.
Wow,
it's
you really
funnier, maybe.
you did
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
You
I did this actually. But 2 episodes were already out at the time of recording. So you know what? It's on Rooster Fighter. They should have got their shit together, dude. But yeah. What a time, dude. There's an anime for everybody and also for nobody.
We want to talk about more anime for everybody. And talk about the ending to Paradise for some.
Paradise.
Dude. Hell's
Dude.
Paradise, episode 12, season 2
Oh
finale.
my
What
god.
a finale. I'll open this up
And episode
before
11 as
anyone
well. I
calls
just
me
wanna
out
say.
for it. I did break. I read the manga. I crashed out.
I kind of get it, dude. I don't know.
I
how
crashed.
to
Her titties were fully out in the manga. Y'all want to go see that shit? Ain't gonna hold you. I'm letting y'all know right now. Them shits is fully out, nipples drawn, everything.
I'll be
So
caught
if y'all
up
want it,
Drop it in chat.
Say less. More plot in the manga. Oh my god! Running to my shelf. I got 3 volumes. What am I missing over there?
No, you hit me up to Jacoby. Jacoby hit me up to like be on his reaction.
Yeah, dude, you missed the chance.
Then Discord fully completely shit out
It
for like
died
the
on
rest
us.
of the day, and it was so funny because like the second I started watching, I was like, oh, he's gonna have to put this behind the paywall.
Dude, yeah, dude. That one, it is behind the paywall, unfortunately.
episode 11, fucking.
episode 11
I guess
is,
we're gonna start with 11, yeah.
Yeah. We
'Cause
should start
that's
with
when
11.
she, Gabimaru, fully crashed. You gotta be like, nah, I'm gonna be a plant person too.
Dude.
If Chobe can do it, why can't I?
Yeah, quite literally.
What the fuck,
I said
dude?
that though. No, I said that though at the beginning of this season before we even got episode 1. I think I was like, there's so much to Gabimaru being kind of like the foil, like the flip side of the coin, the antithesis to what Chobe represents in their like writing. And so like seeing this was actually peak because he is somebody he's not going to partake in Buchujutsu with any of them like Chobe did because he's spoken for. He's got my wife, you know.
Hey, my wife, my hard line. But like for real, like
what?
Yeah, the line he won't cross. You know, he's got to have it. His wife.
That's the thing. He's never gonna cheat on Yui, and I think that that is gonna cause significant issues for him in the long run. Is where Chobe will prosper, and like I think that's crazy.
I disagree, and only for the fact of this show has done such a good job, this power system has done such a good job of showing us that you don't just have to smash to be able to cycle and raise your Tau. Because his relationship with Sagiri is specifically built to show us that a friendship can also be enough. You don't have to pipe each other down to rock with each other. That's the story that's being told. You can. And that'll help too, you know. It's another path to the same destination.
When I say significant issues, I don't mean he's gonna
he might be a little bit nervous.
Don't mean.
Do you think he might just?
But the thing is,
it doesn't normally happen, but sometimes.
Oh my god! No, I think that there will be conflict in that he is going to have to approach Sagiri for that kind, like when they hugged and she calmed him down from when he overexerted his Tau before and whatnot.
Yeah.
He is not going to want to rely on that. He is not somebody who focuses on taking care of himself or anything like that. And so like, and she is probably somebody who is going to catch feelings. And so I think there will be significant narrative conflict in what this could mean if that is the only other person who is going to be able to like kind of like syncopate with like his Tau. Now that he is equivalent to a Tenzin. And so I think that is going to, so significant issues, I don't mean like, oh, he's not the main character anymore, he's going to die or some shit. No, I just mean there's going to be road bumps or speed bumps in the road because of this narratively. And I think that is going to be interesting. Whereas Chobe, he's just going to do whatever. He's fine.
He'll do anything.
He does not have that moral conduct.
Dude,
so it's
him
like
casually saying that, like when his brother's like, "What have you been up to?" He says, "Oh yeah, just fucking and getting dissected." Been smashing and getting dissected. My brother in
rituals.
Christ. Yeah, rituals.
Bro, you know what I'm saying?
Like, honestly, type shit. You know what I'm saying? Jutsu type shit. Dude, That's a really good point, though. I do see you. Gabimaru is definitely going to have his challenges here in figuring out how to regulate this whole, now being
That's
intense and turning into
assuming.
to fucking Groot.
Yeah, that's assuming Shugen doesn't kill him. So yeah, there's that.
But I mean, yeah, but dude, so that being said, I need to use this moment to pivot. Shout out high fucking stakes in anime, because these
Yeah.
two episodes are a prime example of why it's so important to think characters can actually die. I was crashing out.
I crashed out.
I knew it was happening, and I knew like the flags were there, dude. They were hitting me in the face with the flags, and yet I was like, maybe not. I just don't want to say it out loud. But the whole time out in my head, I'm like, but this is Hell's Paradise. They'll fucking do it. Like they'll do it. Like this isn't something that like Oda definitely doesn't have the balls to do it. Like whoever the author for Hell's Paradise is, they do have those balls to do it, and they showing her in the pool of blood in that one last image with her hand down. I mean, like. And I love Yuzuriha so much. Her plot's crazy. I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle it.
You're so right.
That was one of the like this is genuinely though like one of the purest best examples that I could throw. I know we had to be deep.
Her plot's crazy is that is
crazy.
amazing.
It's crazy, dude. Her plot just god, what a plot. But
sickest plot. Yeah.
Never seen a better plot.
Chat.
But
you want to see that full plot? Go to the manga.
Yeah. Hey.
The plot
dude, brother, I'm about to leave the
We're in
pod.
the private section now.
I have things I gotta do tonight. I'm busy, chat. I'm busy. No uploads till tomorrow, y'all. Yeah. I got some reading to do, dude.
I like manga. I can read with one hand, if you know.
Whoa.
Wait, you need hands?
What?
Okay.
He's got the Wiimote at his feet.
No, see, this is what this is.
His feet is fucking so crazy, dude.
That's crazy.
Yo, this is why I have Cody read
recall on
manga
the
to
channel
me.
remote.
Fair. This is fair, actually. This is fair. Oh my god. What a time, boys. What a time. See, this is what it's about. This is what it's about. This is why anime is peak, y'all. This is why anime is freaking peak. All right.
I'm not gonna,
to get back on topic, just real quick. This is why stakes matter, because the feeling of relief I got finding out that Yuzuriha is not dead, and the way, yep, I know, yeah, fuck. We can't talk about this then. I'm stoked the hot chick is back, y'all. I don't know what else to say.
Hey, yo, shout out. That's how I felt when I read that chapter. I was like, what the fuck? I should have just waited a week.
No,
Dude,
but
crazy.
dude, and I literally would have told you that too, Cody, but you cracked. But the thing is that like I, jeez.
For the love of the game.
This has been the Episode Test Podcast. I've been Straw Hat Lucas. We love you so much.
We love you, love them.
Okay. Not only to have to deal with the Tenzin for the greater part of this entire season and establishing the matchups, having that subverted where the Tenzin are like, psych, this is the Infinity Castle, you thought type shit. And like all of these pairings and this like all of the dichotomies that are running through this entire plot, understanding more and more about each of these characters as the ball keeps rolling, and for them to somehow emerge victorious, beat, bloodied, and absolutely humbled, just terrified of whatever could be around the corner, not knowing if any of them are around or alive still, other than Sagiri, who was the only person who didn't have to face a near-death experience and was able to visibly see that everyone else was okay in the end.
Yeah.
Only for them all to be approached by what I would say is an even bigger threat.
Yeah, it's worse. It's absolutely worse, dude. Like that was so crazy, and I've been talking about this whole season of like, no matter how these fights with the Tenzin end, it's gonna be worse after, because we had this threat the entire time on the way.
You're thinking about Sugiri having it worse. I'm thinking about the Sword Master. I'm thinking about Gantetsu side having to go against
our
Shugen.
goat.
Oh my god.
Our goat?
He
Dude.
said I have goosebumps. That
he's about to
that
fight
I had
Kenpachi,
chills,
bro.
or I was like,
It's bad.
When Shugen started
It's Kenpachi versus
crying,
Yakuya.
Dude,
when
literally.
Shugen started literally crying, I was like, "Fuck, man,
Dude, I know.
I can't."
I know. Well, and the
this isn't
relationship with
fair.
like the moment with Sagiri talking to the muscle mommy that we got. Like
The giantess.
yeah, our giantess, dude. The death by Snoo Snoo. She's about to get it, bro. It's bad.
Oh, what are you? How are you real? How are you?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
How do you put these thoughts in your brain? I'm enamored.
Yeah.
Anyway, but like,
Yeah.
yeah, Sugiri's in a bad situation, but like,
Yeah.
as bad as it is, I think she'll find a way to get out of it.
Oh, for sure.
The head of the fucking ninja clan going
Yes.
after Rien, though, that was
Yeah.
fucking sick. And I'm wondering what their end goal is with it, and wondering what they're gonna do, because they're like, it's just to stall them out. But like, why are they there? Like, are they trying to set off the bomb? Are they trying to be in control of it? Like,
Gabimaru's there to kill Gabimaru. They know Gabimaru's on the way.
No, they don't want to kill them. There was that flashback scene. They don't want to kill them.
Oh yeah, no. They're
So,
D1
like,
gooning over them too. They love Gabimaru.
I think their whole prerogative is gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. That's literally what they're gonna be doing.
You might be right, bro. You might actually be right. I forgot about that. How did I forget? How crazy that's how crazy these episodes were. I watched the last 2 today, so like I got to watch all of that just back to back, which was actually peak. Back to like Lucas's point that he was making earlier, just like having some bingeable content or just being able to get these full stories like front to back. Like this was such a good season. I mean, this was also like a 9.5 plus. I mean, or maybe just another clean 10 out of 10. with
I legitimately,
like, it's so good, dude.
I legitimately feel like this was across the board. I really enjoyed Sentenced to Be a Hero for like the whole season as it was, like as an entire singular experience. If I don't segment it into episodes, I think that with JJK, there were some episodes I was not so positive on, but the finale fucking killed it. I think that finale is on par with JJK, and entire season as a whole is above Sentenced to Be a Hero for me. This was the closest we got to a perfect season this winter. I'm saying,
dude,
that
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
Season 2 of Hell's Paradise is legitimately immaculate. It is so good.
It's like so good.
Every single thing about it, every single scene that we got, every single character interaction was just peak. This is shot up into easily my top 15 anime of all time.
Yeah,
this is insane.
Easy,
this is so good. It's like I had to legitimately debate if I'm giving it a 10 or not, and I think I will. And I also had the conversation in my head where I was like, does this crack my top 10? Like, and I'm so hyped to see what's next. It's just phenomenal. Right, it's so good.
2 anime this season cracking my top 10 is crazy. Like that's doing that. And yeah, we're absolutely there with Hell's Paradise, dude. It's just like I said with JJK, this is everything I could ask for in a battle shonen. Like, dude, just the level of violence from it, and gore, and crazy intrigue, and well detailed power system, and it's bad here but it's worse there. The season ending with quite literal all out war, like after we just saw some of the most groundbreaking fights ever. This is, I mean, dude, this again, we are in a new standard of battle shonen anime. Like, we're truly in a new place.
And this is a lot of the reason why I say that those poor people at MAPPA doing the Lord's work deserve to be millionaires. Like,
they do.
Not only for pulling off what they did with JJK, but for pulling this shit off. This is absolute insanity. Literal insanity. Yeah, this was one of the most enjoyable anime watching experiences that I've had in a very long time, especially within like the shonen genre. And I would say this is like basically seinen. Like, it's so fucking dark, dude. It's like this is crazy. This is such a it's such a departure from your like 16-year-old airhead who eats a lot of rice and goes and
Yeah.
punches a lot of people. Like this is so
Exactly.
different. This is so
It's
refreshing in so many different ways. And
so
it's
adult.
just it's really dull. It's really bland. You know, no, I'm kidding.
Ugh. All right. For
No
some reason,
color.
everyone who watched season 1 with their
It
eyes
was
closed and
insane.
their ears
It's
shut,
actually insane.
like, I
Yeah,
don't
like
get it, dude. Like, this is one of the most colorful animes ever. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, in its
and the
weird, disgusting, dark, horrifying way. Like,
in the last scenes where we're just seeing like all of the just confrontations that we're going to have to face next season. I literally cannot wait. I'm
next
so
season's about to be
pissed.
gas, brother.
I'm so pissed we didn't get a season 3 confirmation already. Like we
I'm
got so many
saying,
confirmations
where's
of
the
so many things
confirmation?
already.
Yeah, we're
I
season
Dude.
need it. I literally need it. Please.
That
I'm fiending. I'm
if we
actually
end up, I'm so worried though, because of the Mappa conversation. This already,
Yeah.
we already waited 3 freaking years, or at least 2 for season 2, but I think 3
No, 3.
years at this
3.
point. Yeah, 3
It
years
was
for
March
season 2 to come
2023.
out, and it was because
Yeah.
Mappa had too much on their plate. And in the season it finally comes out, Mappa has too freaking much on their plate. Like, they're doing JJK. We already are talking about JJK in like January 27 is like the conversation on the internet. That's not confirmed at
Yeah.
all. But like that's the conversation right now, which to me immediately minimum pushes Hell's Paradise back to late 27. But we also have Chainsaw Man that should be coming back in some kind of like relative soonness. Like, and then Campfire Cooking better come back. They've got I think they're doing Dora
He
Hidoro
said better.
season
He
2 as
said
well.
better.
It fucking better, dude. That's a 10 out of 10 anime, and I'm standing on that
Yes,
forever. I don't
sir.
care.
I mean, I agree with you.
I love that
That's
shit,
such
dude.
a comfy
Like,
show. Yeah,
that's
that's
my bread
such a
and butter,
comfy show. I got
pun
you, brother.
intended. But no, like I really genuinely worry that Hell's Paradise will yet again, because it aired during a season of JJK and Freerun, it is now overshadowed. No matter how you cut it, I think it's being well received and well spoken about, much better than its first season for sure. Like, stark increase in fandom for Hell's Paradise, but I still just worry that like this won't be enough for them to greenlight it immediately, since all of these other anime have basically finished and we got a, at least production confirmation for the following season. And this one's just like, we'll see. Like, I'm worried, and I
Yeah.
pray to God my worries are unfounded, but they already did it to me once for the same damn show and for Chainsaw Man. So
From
come on,
everything
guys.
that I've seen, this season has been extremely highly rated, especially compared to the first, which got it just for no reason people complaining about it. But this it doesn't have that issue. From all of the discourses that I've been
Doesn't
seeing
seem like
online, I've been pretty tapped in. Obviously trying to avoid spoilers, but like I've been pretty tapped into the anime only side of this, and everyone loved it. Like or at least was like kind of like how Shady is in the chat. They're like, I thought it was good, nothing more, nothing less. And like that's a very valid take, I would say. But most people have been either positive, if not blown away by this. It's just so good. It's
Agreed.
phenomenal.
That's wonderful, dude.
That being said, before we get into anything further, y'all, we have another hint.
Hinting.
Oh,
The 1.5 hour hint is that there are multiple ways to gain and lose points.
Oh God, and we're already doing that.
And the game has already started.
Yeah, we've been
And it
gaining
is
and
also-
losing points this whole time.
It
Oh
is
God.
also partially a guessing game. And chat, you are all able to win. And like I said, chat, you kind of have a bit of an unfair advantage. So get your recommendations ready. That's all I'll say. And stick around. For another half an hour later, I'm going to be revealing yet another hint. But what's next, y'all? What else we got, boys?
The season finale of Freerun. I'll admit I've watched 9 out of 10 episodes.
I watched 8 out of 10 episodes.
I personally don't mind the spoilers. I'm here for the conversation.
Same.
But I'm gonna let Vex and Cody handle this the way they want to handle it.
Exactly.
I'd be glad to talk about the earlier episodes first. I have good things to say though. I'm overall at least I have good things to say. But go ahead, boys.
Episode opens up with free running gang coming up on the north on a huge ravine, And
They're in the
they
north?
make the note that Finland.
Nars.
Is there a plateau?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Northern
I was like, I got
just
scared
wanna
for a second.
speak
You can't
on-
do that shit to me.
I'm sorry.
Because they haven't seen it, I don't want to do like a full breakdown. Like I think they need to see it, but just to speak on the broad, like kind of strokes of this stuff. Pause. I think that the scene where Homegirl is wistfully flipping through the pages, that shit hit so fucking hard for me. That was an absolutely insane emotional revelation, the likes of which I haven't gotten from this series since episode 2 with like the Heiter stuff. And like, I love that. I think to me, that's the peak of the season outside of the very last scene that we get in the final episode to set up next season. So it's
I'm
like,
happy to hear
think that
how hype it is.
the season finished ridiculously strong, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It was true to the form that I expected of season 1 and everything like that. And I think that though some parts of the season were less consistent than I would have liked, all in all, still really good, but they finished great, in my opinion.
Dude, I love to hear that. I will say, like, up through episode 9, first off, I will say I think episode 9 is a perfect example of a quote unquote perfect Freerun episode that embodies all things that Freerun can provide to you in one 22-minute sitting. Where like I feel like episode 9 was what I expected a lot more of episodes like, let's say, 1 through 6 to be in a lot of different capacities with the ups and downs that I had. But it had like fun, like adventure vibes where we're just kind of going with the flow. It had a really well animated and just noted battle with like some dragons to help clean up the area, but it was well animated. It wasn't glossed over where it was like off screen and they're like, whew, that was tiring. Nah, they blew the budget like they do. They did that Madhouse thing where they just give us a billion frames for just like one singular scene, and it looked so good. And then we moved on, and then we made to another place, and then we set up everything that will be happening in the final episode. I wish much more of this season was the way episode 9 specifically was, because again, I just think in one, good package, we got everything that Freerun does best all together. It was wholesome. It was badass. It was pretty. It was fun and cozy, and all of that. I think this was a solid season. I probably give this season like a 7.5 to an 8, closer to an 8. From episode 6 on, I mean, like 6, 7, 8, and 9 have all just been an absolute treat, top to bottom. And with what y'all are saying about episode 10, I trust that they are wrapping this up well.
6, but the mining scene where she finds the silver and is like, dig here and stuff like that.
That was episode 4, the worst episode of the season.
You think that was the worst episode? I thought that
Agreed.
episode was great, dude. I thought it was great.
That episode
Could have been an email.
absolutely the worst.
No,
That one scene was one of the coolest scenes in the entire season, without a doubt. But like, we're literally talking about 10 seconds of a 22-minute episode that genuinely could have been a fucking email. Like,
I enjoyed it.
The first half of that episode is them fucking getting the shitty sake.
I have a question for you guys, though.
They spent 3 months doing that.
Do you guys think you're going to read the manga after this season?
No.
Because that's where I'm at.
That
Like I said, I'm
depends on
8
Cody.
episodes in. I'm like, I'm about where you're at, Jake.
Cody's already read it.
7
Look
out
at
of
him.
10.
Cody's already read it.
Cody read it?
I saw your face.
I haven't.
Okay, I was gonna say, for me, it just depends on if Cody wants to or not. If he wants to get into it,
together.
we can do that. I'm not gonna read it on my own volition though. Like,
Yeah,
I think I am.
That would be the thing. I would do it with y'all. This is something that I'm not. I'm not that big of a manga reader in the first place for like all intents and purposes. Obviously, I'm a shonen bro at heart too. So like, this is just a little farther down that path. Like, I don't think I would have a bad time reading it, but it's not like a page turner for me. Granted, like, and Shade said it in the chat, and I've had other friends reach out to me when I was like complaining about the first half of this. Apparently, what's coming next in Freerun is like peak Freerun. Like we are on our way.
My opinion might change once I see the season finale. You know what I mean? Like,
And I could agree with that. That's fair.
no, you legitimately need to message me the second you see it, because holy fucking shit, dude! Like I'm saying, it's like it is like nothing. Like it, the the level of setup that they do in such a short amount of time in that last episode, it is insane. Cody, I feel like you're right on the same wave with me. How are you feeling about what's been set up without saying too much?
I was ready to break and read it, but I did not off the fact of I was like, I got a podcast later today. I'll talk about it with the boys and see how we're feeling. But only one of us has watched it, so we don't know yet.
You know, I got you, but yeah, it's.
I was ready to break and read it, but I do have reservations about starting the series as a another weekly pickup for me because the manga has been known to go on hiatus, I think twice now with extensive health concerns to the mangaka, which that's not like a jab or like a, oh man, I won't pick this up because it goes on breaks or whatever. But it's like, I want them to take care of themselves, but it's also like, I have so much other stuff I'm catching up on that I'm willing to read that it's like, I'm not willing to mind to wait for the anime. If what's next is Peak, I don't mind waiting then. Because they did a phenomenal job with season 1. They have to be able to pull it out for season 3.
Yeah. I think that's a fair take.
My hopes for season 3 after like the setup that we got is I think it's gonna beat season 1. And I don't think season 2 got there. I think there were moments that matched season 1. I don't think across the board it got there. I think season 3 has that potential, especially like I've seen Shady say it in chat, like it's the best arc in the manga. I've heard so many people say that. I don't have any spoilers.
I hear that.
I don't know anything.
Yeah.
Aside from what was shown to me in that last little bit of setup, like I don't know anything else. But I have heard that from so many people. I legitimately think it's gonna absolutely demolish season 1, which is a crazy high bar.
Okay.
I have such a big gripe though. And I know y'all aren't gonna think it's a big gripe, but it's a huge gripe. Where's Ubel? What are we doing?
Jesus. He's like, where's my armpit lady?
What are we?
Gotta get it.
What are we really doing here?
Yeah, come on.
Like,
Come on.
thank you for giving back Yuzuriha in Hell's Paradise, but where's Ubel? Like, what are we doing here, guys? Like,
I'm excited.
I get a name mention.
I was trying to get to the
finale
today, but sadly I could not. But yeah, I'm excited to watch it.
I was too.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch it and see where my head's at then about if I'm going to read or not. Like I said, right now I'm thinking yes. Out of what I've seen and everything, this season was good. Like I said, I've enjoyed what I've seen. 7, 8 out of 10. I'm leaning more towards 8, but yeah, I'm excited. Either way, I want to see what happens next. You know what I mean? For sure.
It's like with how they ended it, I really want, because you can't just drop a ball like that. And now I get why they have to end it at 10 episodes.
Yeah.
Because man, you can't set up into the next. I feel like there's no way to set up into the next arc at all.
Just diving.
Or have a nice stopping point. Like they literally had to cut it short.
I fully get it. And like Madhouse is one of my absolute most beloved studios. I think that they have done a phenomenal job time and time again with series that I absolutely adore, and getting this level of hype in these last moments, and like having what we've had in season 1 and what Madhouse has given me in other series. I just think that like this, I seriously think this next arc is going to go absolutely batshit crazy and break the internet all over again. This season, it's not setting like buzzers off or anything. It's good. I like I said it in chat. I give it like an 8.5. I do think that it's solely on a handful of moments that, like I said, met that baseline that season 1 established, but largely across the board, this season was a bit too inconsistent for me. But the highs were high, and so I'm looking forward to, hopefully in this next bit we're just getting like the whole middle arc that we got in this season with Genau and and Methode. Like I want a whole entire season of just that. You know what I mean? Like that quality.
Yeah, facts. Those 3 episodes were just some absolute peak. And it's kind of like what I know. And it's something I know I can expect from Frieren because season 1 gave us so much of that as well. I'd say one very interesting, like something that I think really did make a much bigger difference for me than normally makes a difference with any of these anime. I really, really like Frieren better in dub, and like I think it's to a degree that actually would have helped me if I watched this entire season in dub over sub. Not to say anything bad about the sub. I don't think it's bad in any capacity, but there is just the English dub has a level of cozy that comes across even heavier in a good way in English for me. And I genuinely, happy to be like caught up for the most part with you guys to be able to talk about this with y'all, which is obviously why we're watching it on time and being content creators and all that. But I'm heavily thinking about next season, even if it means being a little bit behind, waiting and watching it in dub, so I can get the fullest experience for myself, because it is a series I know I like, and I normally don't like to be that guy, but this is one place where that dub really just it enhances my experience.
And
that's
goes
how you
back
best
to
like
a conversation.
take in the story, like that's what you got to do, man.
This goes back to a conversation we had with Lord of Mysteries when it was back in summer, is that like a lot of the pronunciations of the proper nouns in Frieren are German or of like some sort of like European descent and whatnot. And so like hearing it in the English dub where they're able to do those types of enunciations a bit more justice, in my opinion. No shade to the Seiyu or anything like that on the Japanese voice acting cast, but like it does kind of feel a little bit jarring to hear in the middle of like, Japanese voice acting, a very, very German word all of a sudden, or like, and like, I don't even know how, if they're pronouncing it right. And then I'm pronouncing it incorrectly and whatnot. So,
well, and unfortunately it turns into word soup for me at that point, because I have no real way to like lock in whatever it is they just said.
And you're already so bad at names.
You do know, literally though, like actually though, like I think that is a legitimate moment where this is a detriment, because I'm like, I mean, Cody, I didn't know who that character was at all last week when we talked about it too. I was like, who the hell are you talking about? But I'm caught up now. But yeah, so I'm happy with Frieren. I will say, like, I had my expectations too high for this season. And I think I kind of got a little caught up on the hype train, as opposed to kind of remembering what my original views on season 1 was as well. Like, I didn't get through season 1 at first. Like, I didn't. Like, I watched about 10 episodes and then like dropped it, not because I didn't like it, but because it like just wasn't at the top of my list, and then eventually just got buried. And then one night just kind of I dove back into it and binged the back end of the series, and I was like, oh yeah, this is some peak. But like Frieren isn't a week. I don't know if it's just not one of those weekly experiences for me, I think, where I'm like just gnawing at the bone for what's next. That being said, all without me seeing episode 10 of season 2. We will see if everything changes, and I will gladly update you guys on that.
Oh yeah.
And does that move us into
manga,
one of our big boys? Yeah. It's manga time, baby. One Piece. One Piece is going insane. This is your official spoiler warning. Next time we are back on stream, we will be able to talk about One Piece anime with you guys again.
Yes,
I just want to shout that out. I am so excited. We are literally days away from the LBAF anime. I just want to quickly touch on that before we dive into manga. I think the trailer looks so good.
Yes.
The voice actors that we are getting for Loki and one very specific Holy Knight, before we get into the deep spoilers, we are so spoiled. It's crazy. This, like, dude, Gojo voicing Loki is going to be so perfect in like the seriousness and the goofiness that we're going to be getting. And dude, yeah, dude, dead ass. So I just want to say, and I think just off of a quick look at this trailer, it really looks like they took the animation style of Egghead and kind of expanded upon it, or maybe like matured that animation a little bit.
Yeah, I think
so it's got a little bit more. It's got like harder lines, but like it still has that soft, really pastel-y color kind of vibe. I'm really, really, really excited to see this. I mean, I've already been excited, but like this 3-month hiatus, like it actually hurt a lot more than I expected it to.
The flowing
Yeah.
of Luffy's cape in that like just little snippet we see of him standing in
Dude.
front of Loki. Holy
Oh.
shit! Like, how did
Dude,
they get
I'm
that
saying.
fluid motion with the claw? And like you said, it has the hard line animation. Yes, Cody, the fluid motion, but it has that hard line animation, kind of like the pre-time skip and post-time skip does. It has like more of a hard line to it, and then the pastel movements as well. And it really, I think that was what was missing for me. Because if you remember correctly, when we were talking about Egghead, I kept saying that like sometimes that animation just wasn't doing it for me.
Dude, yeah, and a lot of people share that sentiment.
Yeah, and I think that's what was missing for me was that hard line animation that you get so used to with One Piece. Yeah, I think everything looks amazing. The fact that they tease the Saul stuff, is insane. Like, why would you do that? Why would you fucking
talking about
that?
spoilers, dude? Like I've mentioned the Holy Night spoiler on my bingo card. The Saul one was crazy, dude. And I even tried to like in my review, like TikTok video of it, I really tried to underplay that and like not. I kind of like did it as if like if you didn't notice it, I'm not gonna point it out to you, kind of thing. But like I can't believe. I mean, I can believe actually. I 100% can't believe because I ordered it because I work for them. But no, that is a wild choice, putting that Saul thing in there. But oh man, Robin looks so good. I like Zoro and Sanji look so good.
Doing the thing with her hair, like you can see, like the shot where she cuts her hair. I was like, oh, dude.
That one-to-one to the panel was so clean,
so good, dude.
I'm ridiculously excited for the One Piece anime to come back. We have a fully dubbed One Piece currently. It's in theory possible we finally get a simul dub. I doubt it, but it's possible.
Please,
if we do get a simul dub, I will never watch the sub again. Probably. I mean, like that's actually like that. This is another anime that I actually hot take like better in dub. I know that's wild for a lot of people. No shade to the sub at all. Love the sub too, but you know it's crazy. It's crazy, dude. I'm stoked though. I definitely want to touch on that for a second. It looks like they're doing this justice, and I can't wait for
the
Sunday.
little bit they shared of the opening has me intrigued. I don't know if they've dropped the full opening yet, but like
we've got the song, but not
I've not seen. Yet. See, I haven't heard the full song yet.
It's so good, dude, and she's performed it live. Like yeah. There's a live performance of it now too. It's Ina the End, dude, and I'm telling you guys, I love her music, dude. I'll put a link in the Discord for you guys if y'all need, but. Yeah, it's a good song. It's a bop. It's classic One Piece intro vibes.
I actually think
the aesthetic.
I could be wrong because I didn't watch it, but I did see on YouTube. I think it was posted by the official One Piece page. The full opening movie might be out.
Ooh, interesting.
Like not just.
We're gonna watch that together.
So I don't know if that's
after the stream, boys.
We might have
I could be misinformed, but I saw something that was definitely titled "Opening Movie." For One Piece anime, like so I think that might be out already, but if it might just be a clip, you know, like y'all were saying.
I'm seeing the arc or the arc trailer, but I'm not seeing an actual like you know the anime intro. Yeah, we got previews, we got trailers, but
there's a live version of it, like you said.
Yeah, there's the live version, but that's all I'm seeing right now. But yeah, I'm excited, guys. I really just want to say, like, as someone who's manga caught up and deep in the theory crafting and all that, I'm impressed with how much I felt the loss of not having One Piece these last 3 months, and yeah, I'm really excited. It looks so good.
I don't know if you guys saw that post. Arthur Library of Ohara said that after this chapter, no 1189 spoilers or whatever chapter we're on. He says after this chapter, the manga's going on a 3-month hiatus. Y'all didn't hear about that?
April Fool's Day, dude. No way.
Damn it! I was hoping I could get one of y'all.
No.
The look of life that me and Cody just like gave you, Vex. Like, come on, man. Like
my brother in Christ.
Come on. Somebody fell for
I talk about One Piece for a living. If I found out about that on the pod in this moment, that'd be wild. Unless it just dropped. It would have had to drop within the last hour and 49 minutes.
And everything, because like Vex said, no 1179 spoilers, please. I am officials only. That everyone's been saying to avoid all social media, and that is exactly what I'm doing. Like, I'm not risking anything at all.
This is going to be a crazy week.
Yeah. So should we talk about 1178 then? Spoiler warning
1178.
again. If you are anime only, I know we did talk some brief spoilers prior, but like we're about to talk about the Elbaf anime and what is or manga and what is currently going on there now.
Yep.
But yeah,
Dude,
spoiler
what a
warning for
couple
sure.
chapters. 77 and
Woo!
78 have been insane, dude. It's popping off.
All of
Boys,
the
how are we
Straw Hat
feeling
moments, man.
about where we
All
are?
of the Straw Hat
Dude, yeah,
moments have just been fucking amazing. Like,
every single one of them, bro. Every single one of them have a
dude,
moment, bro.
I need to know what is going on with Chopper. It has been fucking killing me. What do you boys think?
Yeah.
Like that, I've been like thinking about it for straight. Like I read on Monday, so yesterday I read the chapter yesterday because I was busy. I couldn't do my stream, so but I can't stop thinking about Chopper. I need to know your
I'm on
guys'
the
thoughts.
Occam's razor side of it. I like the forest god like concepts and theories, and I think there's like things that can be taken from that. But overall, I think he's simply slapping the human back into people. I think Vex said that in my stream yesterday, and I do think that, like he has the human fruit, and he brings people back to a natural state. Like if anything,
exactly.
I think to look at it as Mother Nature. And he is the natural state of things. So if you are, for some or for whatever reason, in an unnatural state, he puts you back in a natural state. Like he makes you your true self again.
I was thinking on it in a more like literary level, like he's bringing back the humanity in them, using like touching their humanity and bringing that present. I said that in my stream during my chapter reaction. So hearing you say that, yeah, like that's exactly where I'm at as well, man. Like it's got to be something to do with his. I don't think he'll have a subclass to his devil fruit. I think the Hito itself is special, and the fact that it brings out people's humanity. Think about Wano, man. He healed that whole half of the army, and they saw their humanity return to them through Chopper and joined the fight to eliminate, the Kaido's forces. He was really him and oh my god, Utama were really the MVPs of that battle without a doubt, swaying the forces of Kaido. You know what I mean?
But if you think about it, that whole plot point was illustrated how was it illustrated with Otama converting these people against Kaido and the rest of the Beast Pirates? How was it illustrated when all across the performance hall Chopper started to heal these people and show humanity, and they turned against Queen? There were the Marys that were like flipping the pieces on the board.
Yep.
Yeah. No, quite literally.
Dude. Yeah. Yes, dude. That's fucking huge.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that too, because like I think we were right. And we kept joking about it, that stream that we did on the Eternal Dawn channel. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. What a good time.
Back when it was me, Vex, Jacoby, and Cube though. And we all were talking about the end game of One Piece and it being the Reversi game, right? Like this is all just a game of Reversi, and the One Piece is the One Piece we need. I 100% think that is the case now, especially with how things are going, the way that Chopper is affecting the other pieces. Like he's part of like the bigger scheme of the game. To like that's his powers. He can instantly reverse these pieces. He can break these covenants, these contracts that Emu has put these people under. Like it's intense, man.
Dude, yeah. I love to see it, and I'm stoked. I'm stoked that Chopper is just getting this moment to shine too. I just love that Chopper is like truly like becoming like Chopper's initial goal. And I want to shout out Saiga Runner on TikTok because he put a video out on this Chopper thing, and I think he has put this the best I've seen a content creator put it all together on the internet, even including the forest god theories and all of that. But like originally, Chopper said that he wants to be like the cure-all, and whether you take that literally as he is the thing that can cure everything, or he just has the knowledge and the ability to cure anything. Either way, like his fruit was that. Like he already consumed the fruit that did that. That is the cure-all fruit. And now we just now we actually get to see it really coming to fruition. And this could be a devil fruit awakening, where his awakening is, instead of being smart enough to be able to do like the doctor stuff, he just physically can touch you, and that brings you back to a state of normalcy. And I think that's sick and a super good buff for Chopper.
I do as well. I really do. I can't believe Loki froze Emu. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yo, I can't believe Sommers is still alive.
Oh
What's with the
yeah,
mechanical
no.
heart thing,
Mind
dude?
blowing. What a twist. What a twist. But what about the
Oh.
mechanical heart in between Sommers?
Yeah, that's what I
Before
was
we
thinking.
get to that, though, we have to talk about when they were just
so much to
dog
talk about.
walking. When they were dog walking the Holy Knights, and they were like, "Wow, we must be too strong."
Dude, literally, they're clowning right now.
They're like,
so
I thought
funny.
the New World people were all supposed to be really strong. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, and Frankie's like literally emoting people. Like, and I'm like, so many people in the community have been just absolutely just incessantly saying the Straw Hats are too weak. They're not a Yonko crew. They need power ups. What are we doing? It's all Monster Trio this, Monster Trio that. But what are all these other people gonna do? And I'm just like, this isn't a fight series. There's fights, but this isn't a fight series. Like, stop.
We're just
they
too
are as strong as
yeah,
they're literally as strong as they need to be because Oda's just having fun. Like, you're taking this too seriously. And it's so funny to just see Frankie immediately put all of that shit to bed. That was so satisfying to me.
Yeah,
that
genuinely.
was beautiful. Beautiful. I love my Frankie boy.
Yeah, especially with them like low-key playing devil's advocate too. I don't remember which one, if it was like Brooke or I guess it wouldn't have been Brooke, but it's somebody standing in that like circle with them being like, well, to be fair, they only sent 3 of them here. Like, they didn't bring the whole army. Like, it's kind of funny how they're just having this like a similar back and forth that we would have as the fandom being like, oh, the Straw Hats are so strong, and then the next guy's gonna be like, they're not actually that strong. They're only against 3 people. If it was 1v1s, they all would have lost, you know. And then like it really is just directly display, dude. It's just us for real. Oda's fully aware of how stupid we all are, man. He's got us clocked, and I love it, dude. I really love that. Good point there, Vex, for real.
But I've been seeing so many people saying like, oh, I'm just so underwhelmed by this and underwhelmed by that. I'm underwhelmed by the post-time skip Straw Hats. I'm underwhelmed by the Holy Knights. I'm underwhelmed by the Gorosei. I'm underwhelmed by, and if Emu shows up, I'm underwhelmed by them too. And I'm like, dude, just chill, dude. Like, I'm
overwhelmed by how good fucking One Piece is, dude.
Yeah, I've fallen so out of love with like this whole like theory crafting aspect, and I'm just here for the ride. Like, I'm just vibing, and I'm enjoying the series like a billion times more than I ever was when I was like in the trenches and being like really analytic and granular about it. I'm just vibing, and like people just need to like, especially with what Oda said in that recent podcast. It's like we're just wasting time together, and like and that's great. Like that is phenomenal. I think intent carries so hard when it's when you have to like, you know, judge like your expectations of a series. Like, this is, do you view One Piece as a comedy that also has deep moments and that's the subverting, or do you view One Piece as a serious series and the comedy aspects are the subverting? And that is something that I think people have kind of lost the plot on. This is a comedy. This is a goofy, silly adventure, and the deep moments that we get, like I Want to Live and whatnot, those are the subverting. That is not the norm. And so you sitting here and expecting like that kind of quality of writing as a baseline, I think you're setting your expectations too high. I think that there's so many of these people who are just, I hate to say you're doing it wrong, but like you just got to take a chill pill, man. Like, the community's been crazy lately.
They definitely have. And I will say, like, I've definitely been on both sides of that. I've dealt with an incredibly toxic side of the community, especially over these last couple of weeks with just the topics that I've been covering. But I gotta say, and I did this yesterday, which is something I haven't done in a long time, is I posted like a theory that I know is like just has way too many holes in it, but I wasn't gonna post it. But then I remembered I post theories because it's fun to talk about what ifs in One Piece. Like that's what I'm actually here like to do. I don't have to be right about everything I say. That's not my goal in this content. Like, yeah, it's really cool when we can say, hell yeah, I called that. That's a cool byproduct of the content that we make. But I posted this video, and we'll talk about this theory in just a second. I definitely want to bring it up, but I posted it with the intent of people are gonna clown me. Like the number one comment I'm getting, especially on Facebook right now, is well, this is how you know this guy watches One Piece through Reels, and it's just like that's the new NPC fucking comment under a One Piece thing. If you don't like what they're saying, then surely they've never actually watched it, and then that's their fun NPC way of dunking, as if they're the first person to ever say that. But like that's the thing. One Piece is fun, dude. One Piece is fun and goofy and hilarious and ridiculous and outlandish. And I think outlandish theories are way more fun than me sitting here and pixel scaling and getting like hyper technical. When like Vex said, and more specifically, Oda literally said out of his mouth, "I'm here to waste time with you. This is not that serious. Don't take it that serious." And more likely than, even when we do the Occam's razor of these theories, we're like, well, the thing that would just be the most realistic is this. That almost never happens either, because Oda's not doing realistic shit. This is One Piece, and whatever he wants to happen is going to happen. And honestly, I'm stoked on it. So, good points there, Vex, and definitely want to push back on just having fun.
Is my mic better?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also,
So what I was saying
quick,
is, if I may though, because I was trying to make a point when I started getting fuzzy, real quick, is Vex. You had said that like you don't understand like what's wrong. It's like they're not enjoying it, and you don't want to say that they're not enjoying the story, right? But that is the case. They're not reading One Piece correctly. They're expecting this big, violent, fucking hyper masculinity fight fest like every other shonen, and that's not what it is. This is an intricate story about the adventure, about the journey, about finding out the mysteries of the world. Are the fights important in One Piece? Yes, they are. A lot of the big character moments come from these fights, and a lot of the best moments come from these fights. But nonetheless, those are not the focus of One Piece. So I don't think it's wrong to want to say, that they're not enjoying One Piece correctly. Cube calls them the Wano people. They're everybody that got caught up in Wano but don't understand the story to how it's supposed to be. They just got on the hype train of it. Which, I mean, myself, Vex, and Jacoby, we're all three of those people. But we understand the story on a different level. You know what I mean? Yeah. We understand it on the level that it's supposed to be at. And enjoy it for what it is, kind of thing. Yeah.
This point was ever present in the conversation around Usopp that we've been having this week, and I've mentioned this multiple times. And dude, Usopp's been so good, and I'm a D1 hater, at least, especially in my OG content. Like before I truly understood One Piece and appreciated One Piece for what it is. I really was. And in a lot of degrees, I will still stand by the things I said, but I also add so much more nuance to my conversation about Usopp now than I used to. And a lot of that came from, me coming at this as a battle shonen guy, right? Like, all right, well, if Usopp doesn't have a, threat level of X, Y, or Z, then he's literally useless to the squad. And that's not what this freaking story's about. And I said this in my post recently, lowering my expectations for Usopp. Now, I know that sounds bad and provocative and all of this, but like, hear me out. Lowering my expectations made me genuinely enjoy his character so much more. Not expecting him to stand next to Zoro and Sanji. Not expecting, I didn't expect him to be the guy to freaking beat Emu, but so many people are acting like, oh, well, he sent a shot at Emu and then got no diffed immediately, so that's no growth. What do you fucking mean that's no growth? He attacked the god of this world. Like, what?
Dude,
I
said it.
Like, that's crazy. Like,
I said it in my chapter reaction. He's gonna have the highest bounty. It was fucking hinted at in Dressrosa. The next time we get bounties after Elbath, Usopp's bounty is going to be the second highest or higher than
That's interesting.
I think so, because
you know what?
Look at Dressrosa, dude.
I get it.
And he fucking what did he say to Emu? Basically, you're a coward, dude. You hide in your castle, you're a fucking coward. Like, it's the same thing he did. That's exactly what he said to Dofi, too. Like,
you're damn right.
He fucking, like, you know what I mean? Like, he no, he didn't say that to Dofi. He fucking destroyed his fucking slave factory. You know what I mean? Like, so Emu's gonna Usopp's gonna piss off Emu real far and real hard, even further than what we see.
Usopp low-key just rage baited Emu out of Marie's
100%. Yeah.
Like that's not even an unrealistic take on the internet right now. Like people are saying it kind of as a meme, but like, I mean, kind of, yeah.
I think it's
I haven't seen what's happened yet, but like low-key, yeah. Like not simply that. There's nuance as always.
Yeah,
but like,
I think it's pretty unrealistic.
I don't think. I mean,
there's like a
it's not-
nugget of that within the truth, like within what's actually happening here. But like,
it's
I don't
not
think
to say
that's
he's the core reason. And I don't think anybody is actually standing on that. But I do think. I think it's worthy to even make the meme of it, to say that like Usopp is the one, because like that's kind of the point of his character too. Like Usopp's a liar. Like when Usopp, like no matter what happens, if Emu shows up on Elbaf, when we're done with whatever happened on Elbaf and we are sailing to the next destination, Usopp is going to be yapping someone's ear off about he told Emu to pull the fuck up 10 toes down on Elbaf to fight, and that's what happened. Like, that's the story that Usopp's going to tell. So even though it's hyperbole and there's way more other reasons why Emu's pulling up than Usopp, it's still, narratively it fits, and it's funny that that's also just happening in real life in our community. Like we're literally getting IRL parallels with the way our community reacts to a situation, to where Usopp will also react to the exact same situation. And that's cool as hell. Like that's actually really, really cool. And fat ass W for fucking Usopp, dude. He did it. He's a brave warrior of the sea, dude. He's already achieved his dream for like
this is more than I needed from him. So it's like it's a big moment, but like I'm not like over the moon like right now, but I was never like let down this arc from him, just because he got to share a brew with his homies. He got to be in the land of his heroes and be at peace with things like in his mind about this place that he's been trying to get to for so long. So it's like, I didn't need this, but so many people are just greeting so fucking hard right now, expecting him to do more. And I'm like, y'all go chill. Like, just like, I don't understand like what this mindset is, and it's just made me take a huge step back from the community, and I'm just enjoying the series so much more now without having to try to like just dissect absolutely every aspect, you know.
No, I respect it, dude. It's sad that that's a truth, but it's real. Cody, how'd you feel about this chapter, man?
This chapter went fucking crazy, dog. I was so ecstatic to see Sommers, because I was like, man, Jacoby was wrong. I was fighting the urge to message you so hard and be like, well. Who made their grand reappearance?
I didn't think he was dead. I just think he fucking should be. That's it. But I'm not enjoying One Piece right according to Vex. I need to fucking learn how to enjoy a series.
Oh my god, he gets it.
I'm self-aware.
I can now.
I can now.
Dude.
So moving on.
Oh my god. I think the Straw Hat interactions, like actually getting to see them have more than like one text box, and actually getting to see them have conversations, and actually getting to see them do things, this has been glorious. Like these past few chapters have been so much of what I felt I haven't gotten from Elbaf. Like I've been very not hot on this arc so far. It's been a bit up and down with me. Parts of it I was really gassed. Parts of it I was like, meh.
That's because you're not enjoying the series the right way, Bex.
Yeah,
you're so right. It truly, these past two chapters have felt like so much of what I have been missing from the series. Now that we're actually going to see these people like be characters instead of just like fixtures in the story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, you're absolutely right about that. And I think that's something really worth noting. Like, time with Straw Hats, I think, is a big complaint that pretty much the entire community echoes to some degree or another. So many people say I miss pre-time skip because we got so much time with them on the ship. You make such a good point of like how refreshing I think it's been. I think a big reason why the community is so hot on these last couple chapters is because literally every single one of our Straw Hats has had like a
Moments.
shining moment or multiple, and not just a one-off, but like
Dude.
a really good moment that also gets accolades from their homies. Like their homies saw the moment too, and then they can live in that moment of like, dude,
Yeah.
like we are literally sitting on a decapitated body, just dunking on these pussies for
Yeah, no,
failing
literally.
at taking over Elbath. Like it's crazy.
I got hype in my chapter reaction because I got a panel of Robin, and then the next panel was Frankie. And I was like, "Oh shit,
Yeah.
a Robin panel,
Yeah.
a Frankie panel back to back," because that's my two favorite Straw Hats. So I was like, "Oh fuck yes!" Like that legitimately got me excited. So like, it's so fucking awesome to see the crew be the crew again, especially after Wano was so heavy and so was Egghead. And then so
Yeah.
like what Vex is saying, you do miss it after a while. Like there was a whole 8-month period, 6.5-month period or whatever the fuck it was
Yeah.
that we
I think
didn't
it was
even
a
see
update.
Luffy. Like
Yeah.
that's crazy to me. I mean, I get it. It's all right. Like I'm not upset about it in any means, but like it is frustrating, you know. Like I said, I had really bad flashback fatigue with the whole rock stuff. Like it was
think
awesome.
the
I loved it,
narrative-
but like it was hard for me to want to keep on weekly. I was like, man, I should let it build up a couple weeks and then read. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that my issue with a lot of and it's not a major issue. I still love One Piece. I still love Elbaf, but I think that the narrative framing here of some of these events, the sequencing that we've gotten, has not been ideal for me from a weekly reading experience.
Yeah.
And so I think in a binge, it's going to be a lot more enjoyable. I think that from an adaptation standpoint, it's probably going to also be a lot more enjoyable once the anime comes back. But I do think that like I enjoyed Egghead significantly more from a weekly experience because of, I think, the narrative framing. And it feels good to be back into the type of story writing that I enjoy from Oda and from the series.
Yeah.
And I think that there is something to be said about the whole argument of absence makes the heart grow fonder. And so like because we spent so long without all of this, it hits harder right now. And that's a silver lining, I would say, but I think I would probably prefer it if we didn't go so long and I didn't need this to hit as hard as it did. But it's cool that it did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, very fair.
No, No, I'm stoked. All right, so just to keep up with this, like certain beats in this chapter, another thing I just want to bring up, ask you boys about how's everyone feeling about this concept. First off, where do we think Biblo is? Did Biblo officially move on to the Straw Hats, Thousand Sunny to create their domain there to move in with them, or is it more likely that Biblo's in the freaking heaven realm?
I don't think they're in the heaven
hell did
realm.
Biblo go?
I think they definitely took the books. Let's be real. Like they definitely took the fucking
Oh
books.
yeah.
No, I think Biblo will appear next chapter. I think maybe they can make things big. I think they can also make things super small, tiny.
That's
So
exactly what I said.
I don't know. Well, no, it's been.
I think Biblo's
directly-
there. I think they're
It's been
in the library
directly
still.
stated. So I see what you're saying. So it's been directly stated that their power only allows them to grow items larger and then return them to their original size.
To their
They're not
original
able to
size.
That was
specifically.
hold on. So that
Wait.
was Vegapunk speculating on what
Speculate.
devil fruit they could have. That is not a hard truth. Like
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
We don't know how reliable Vegapunk's information is, but they're like, oh, well, if that's the case, it must be this. But Vegapunk themselves has said they don't know everything, and that's just a theory several times.
Okay,
So
fair.
I don't
No,
know if I want to believe
I won't-
that. Yeah, I think
It
it's
feels
valid
like
to
narrative
use
weight.
that.
It feels like narrative
Yeah.
weight, but I am not anyone to dog on somebody,
No,
saying a
it's
theory is
valid
a
to bring
theory
that
until
up.
it's a theory. Like
It is a talking point, but I just have to follow it up with Vegapunk's own words as well. Is like they don't
Yeah.
know everything, and that they're just theorizing a lot. And it could be something beyond. Like we never got a confirmation that it even is a devil fruit, which I think it's pretty obviously most likely is. But this could be a huge subversion.
it could also
of-
be a creature like Ratosker, who was
Yeah.
obviously a creature with abilities that eventually went into an inanimate object. Not
So it's like
or
anything
at
that's
least it's presented
possible.
as a legitimate creature,
Yeah,
not
like
just
some
a
kind of
devil.
innate power.
And I actually kind of am in the same boat that Lucas said, is like in Boruto, like the Sukuna Hikono, like
Yeah,
like he
he's
just
super tiny.
made himself in the books just microscopic, and he's still in there.
Yeah, that's what I
And
said.
if that's
That's
the case, then
what
cool.
I'm thinking too, Vex. So like, with same brain cell there, brother. Like,
I would like this to be a good opportunity to open up the Heaven Realm. And maybe
think
this
so,
is just
too.
me projecting information that I would like to get out of this story in general, just because we're all curious. And literally, we've spent 2 years in Elbaf and basically not even gotten a mention of what's going on up there. Like, we literally have. I mean, the whole tree's on fire. Hell is
For the memes,
active and not shit's
for the
popping
memes,
up
I
there.
hope we never go there. I hope that shit's SBS. Like, honestly.
That'd be kind of crazy.
I think that's where the Bamboo Red Flames is going to be on the Heaven Realm.
It was really
I think Rose
also
is
cool
up
to
there.
see at the end of the chapter when Emu said they were heading out. We saw the
Dude.
Holy Land in turmoil, and they had the
Yes.
little onomatopoeias for like warfare going on and such. Who are we all still? Are we all still thinking it's the Revs, the Blackbeard pirates?
I think it's
I
a
think it's the
combo, dude.
Revs.
I think it's a combo number 5. I think it's a little bit of everything that can be.
A little bit of
I
Blackbeard by
think they
their
got a
side,
FOFO going
little
on
bit
right
of
now.
dragon in their life.
Literally
Little
though,
bit of
like
buggy, what they need. Little bit of...
that's like dead ass. That's kind of where I'm at. Like we literally could have a moment right now that the Revs, Cross Guild, and BB are all at least making some type of move on the Holy
Swarming
Land.
on Marie's wall. Dee Dee.
But yeah, I think it's a little bit of all of it, man. And I think a lot of it is the Celestial Dragons themselves burning shit down because they're not getting their fucking banging ass filet mignon every night. Like I think some of them
Also-
have become a legitimate problem,
Or
at least
Emu said they're heading out. Like he
Emu
said,
said-
"Hey, peace out, homies. You got this."
He said,
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, dude. I can't believe this on the simple fact. Like, we've obviously had like everybody and their grandma has theory crafted on just like stipulations about Emu. And like one thing that I by no means had confirmed
I'm locking
was
it
in
in
my
now,
head
man.
was like,
It's a devil.
can Emu even leave the Holy Land? Like for I had like at least that question heavily in my head of like it is worth wondering. Is there a stipulation that makes it to where Emu can't leave the Holy Land, and that's
It's
why
not like
they're doing the Holy Night
Death and
thing?
Soul Eater, where he's restricted to Death City. Yeah. Like, could they actually leave their domain?
Exactly. And this obviously, shows that Emu seemingly can leave.
Yeah, they can. 100%.
Which is wild, and then just opens up more questions on why the fuck haven't you then, fam? You've let so much shit slide. If you actually are able to just walk out that bitch and do something, what the fuck have you been doing for 800 years, dog? Like, what are you scared of out there? And that's but that again, that leads you to the what are you scared of out there?
Yeah.
Like there is a hard weakness to Emu that is gonna
Listen,
be glaringly obvious once we really know what it is.
With how close my Faust theory was with Emu's power set, like in the thematic elements of it, I really am starting to believe that like I was on the right train of thought that Emu is some kind of devil itself.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean?
Sure,
like,
for sure. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I don't know where they're going though. Is my question. Like, where the fuck are they going?
They're going to the summoning circle in the castle. Like, come on now. Like,
No,
they're gonna
dude,
go square up.
You think so? You think they're gonna show up at Elbaf?
Why would they not? Because like Loki just froze like their aspect out of Gunko, and like why would you not just be like, all right, if you think you can handle me, I'll go handle this shit myself. Like, fuck them.
We might see
like, I straight up, I think it's happening.
Yeah, like
okay, but
we might see a
but hear me out.
pop off between
and I'm with.
Nika and
sorry, brother, my bad.
Emu. No, I was just gonna say we might see a clash between Nika, Needhogger, and Emu. Then like a true clash, not like last chapter.
A true clash. So just a counter, which is like really like hitting me right now as we're talking about this. And they will meet. I think we all have the feeling of, as deep in the story as we are, surely the final battle isn't happening literally right now on Elbaf. Like, I think a lot of us have that feeling of like, and maybe not. Maybe that feeling is changing now, but I think a lot of us have kind of been there. On the flip side, and this is a little tinfoil hattie, bear with me. What if Emu is leaving for Wano to go destroy the walls of Wano to get Pluton because Emu knows it's there or something like that? And then that is when we need Frankie's counter blueprints to Pluton, and that's when we really need Loki to go get the Galileo giants and us to figure some shit out. And what if like Emu was like, okay, shit's bad. I really do need to go collect these ancient weapons and get ready to fucking take out.
I think there is about to be a declaration of war.
I brought this up last podcast episode, and I would be on board with that line of thinking if it wasn't for the fact that this is going, and I think this is going to be Luffy and Emu's first meeting. And just like it is with every big bad that we set up, Luffy's in some way, shape, or form is gonna get a fat fucking L handed.
I see you.
I think him and Loki will. I think him
and
I'm
Loki very scared for like what this means, because Emu literally, as soon as they're like frozen in the block ice, they're like, all right, I'll go back to Maryswell. Gorosei, peace. Like I seriously think it's like I'm getting a get back. Like they're not gonna hold anything back, and I'm very scared for what this means for the future of the world.
My only question is then how do we justify not killing Luffy at that point? Like Luffy getting away. Like how do we put that in there? Luffy still has to get away.
Dude, he might actually kill Luffy, and then we have to see somebody save Luffy's life medically, like Chopper, who's having a lot of big moments right now. You know what I mean? Like,
or Law, the Chekhov's gun with Law.
I don't. That's why I don't think he's going to Elbaf, is because like if that happens, it's gonna be a fucking showdown. You know what I mean? It's gonna be crazy. You think Emu's just gonna go there and steez? Like
the way that these things have been handled in the past is that you got to think the Straw Hats have a crazy luck stat. They have crazy plot armor, and I'm not saying that it's gonna go down exactly like this, but on Egghead we were faced with completely insurmountable odds, and what saved the day ultimately was Joy Boy from the past, a hockey knot, like having some equivalent, like maybe within this ancient lab. We still have no idea what's going on. It like there could be just a huge, gigantic narrative get out of jail free card, and
that's a really.
I think that it's going to be an introduction followed by a prolonging of conflict, and that is the based off of what we've seen in the past, what Oda has done fairly recently and multiple times before. I think that makes the most sense, because I don't think that they're just going to be served a gigantic fat L right here, because why wouldn't they just finish the job? Why wouldn't Emu just end the story right there? I don't think they're going to triumph. Yeah, I don't think they personally are going to triumph, because then that does kind of leave our final villain, the king of the world or whatever, to be a bit underwhelming. So I think there is going to be an audible coming from left field where it's something. Exactly. We don't have the information currently to be able to call this shot, but I do think that it's going to be something equivalent to Joy Boy hockey from the past.
Emu's afraid of Chopper.
I rock that heavy. And it's probably the 3,000-year-old building then on Elbaf.
Emu is afraid of Chopper. That's what it is. Oh, that guy's here. No.
I don't know about all that.
I know. I'm just fucking around.
Think that's what makes the most sense to me. And I'm not going to be mad if it doesn't happen, but like I think that it's what would be the easiest avenue for Oda to go about with. And I know he doesn't think about this, but like without like kind of just devaluing other aspects of the story, in my opinion, because if the Straw Hats just get completely mollywopped here, I don't know what explanation will suffice for me or for a lot of the community at large as to why they don't just die there. Like there needs to be some more work put in narratively.
Emu's got to prolong it for another decade.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah, so that's the thing, is like there's significantly more work involved in that route, and I think that there's also significantly more work involved if Emu just gets dog walked here. Yeah, like it so I think that the Occam's razor, in my opinion, is that something else prolongs things here, and we get another narrative get out of jail free card,
which could be an entity from the heaven realm. It could be the 3,000-year-old building, and it most likely is something that we literally can't predict. Because
I agree.
We couldn't have predicted Emmett, in the capacity that we did, or in the capacity.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
So I think that's a good point. My last question: why do you boys think Luffy and Loki cannot be Domi Reversi?
Because it doesn't fit my headcanon.
Damn right, Cody. That's the answer right there, brother. Spoken like a true person on Instagram. Let's
Oh my
go.
God.
No, but I think it's their will or like their position of power within the game itself. They're obviously bigger pieces than most people that are playing within the game. So you can't king a king in chess. You know what I mean? Like, or checkers. It's
I see.
you
I
see
see
what
the
I'm saying?
concept you're going.
Um,
So my pushback on that though, I mean, Rox had a incredibly powerful power, or like he had incredibly powerful willpower.
maybe
He
the
was
Too
devil
basically
fruit's
early.
part
saying
of it
he
He's
was.
too.
not that guy.
Yeah,
I
he's
mean,
too
yeah,
early. He's not
you're
that
right.
guy.
You're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
This
that's
is something
fine.
I brought up
But
in your stream when you were reacting, Jacoby, after in your post reaction discussion is, and I think that it comes down to whenever Emu first took over Gunko and started flipping people on Elbaf, they made a point to not only recite
Preach,
this
my
whole
brother.
ritual aspect, they declared that Dory and Brogy were the new kings, and I think that is something that is important. There's a hierarchical kind of like cascading effect that needs to occur with this type of ritual. They go for whoever is the highest authority, and it might be because it's a prerequisite. They were looking for Ja Rule also, so I think that that's important. And we're gonna probably be like, oh well, what about Rox? Rox was like obviously like top dog, whatever, but he was somebody who actively was concerning his family over himself.
Yeah.
And so he, in his own mind, was not as free as maybe somebody like Loki or Luffy is currently, because he was worried about them. And what directly did Emu say through Saturn's visage to Rox right before Domi reversing them is like, well, how will your family get off the island?
Yeah.
So it's like Emu is specifically pointing out somebody who is in a higher position of priority or authority,
Exactly,
and
yeah.
then enacting this ritual. And nobody in Loki and Luffy's respective minds are in a higher position of authority to them, because Luffy trusts in his crew. He understands that they're going to get it done if they need to and whatnot. So he doesn't worry about them in that same level. That and Dragon even said in the Kuma conversation back on Goa in the flashback, like a child is a parent's like weakness and things like that. So I think that it makes the most sense to me is that there is a specific prerequisite that we have been hinted at but haven't been made full aware of, that needs to be hit in order for them to be Domi reversied. It's not the homeland stuff. That's pretty much disproven now. I know Jacoby's hooting and hollering and he's doing backflips, excited about that.
I never believed it in anyway.
I do think exactly.
Right,
I do think that it has something to do directly to who they are taking orders from, who they put in their mind above themselves.
Let me ask though, do we think that it could also have to do with the fact that the devil fruit's will itself as well? Because there are two wills inside of Luffy and Loki, technically, right? The will of their fruits as well. Or two souls, you could say, two beings within this one person. It could do something with that. It could do. I like what you're saying too, because there's an emotional aspect of it too. That
the emotional.
But we haven't seen Luffy or Emu Domo reverse a devil fruit user yet. Gunko is a willing recipient of Emu. That's different.
Let me push back on that, and this is the exact and I see your thought process because I thought the same thing, but this is the exact same issue we ran into with the homeland theory. It's an appeal to ignorance. Just because we haven't seen it doesn't mean that it can't happen.
It's there, exactly.
This is my biggest
is all
argument.
Hypothetical anyway.
Yeah, no, and I know like this is for the conversation.
Of course.
Now, I think there's a potential for, the reasoning it being like Luffy and Loki have god fruits and that's some different tier that, is something special. But on the simple side of this, I don't think it's as simple as, you can't Domi reverse someone with a devil fruit or even someone with the zone devil fruit. And my reasoning behind that is there's no fucking way in 800 years Emu hasn't tried to flip somebody who has a devil fruit. There's just no freaking way.
Yeah.
And so Emu wouldn't be testing out if you can flip a devil fruit user or even a zone one. The reason is because these two represent Nika and Needhog.
Especially
and that's why Emu was like, as I suspected, this wouldn't work because there's something very specifically special about Luffy and Loki.
And
not
Loki.
There's no blanket thing like
but
devil
we also
fruit
have
or zone fruit.
Specifically people in the world government and in the world nobles factions respectively that are Zoan users. So it's
Exactly.
like, how would you have gone this like all of Cypher Bull basically,
Yeah.
and like even killing him themselves. Obviously, I know that killing him as a contract, which is different than Domi Reversi, but still, like this, you would have knowledge of this. You just would after so long.
Would.
Yeah,
I'm
so,
owed
like, I
two
don't think
hints
it's a
about the
devil fruit
game,
thing.
by the way, because we missed the 9:00 one and it's now 9:30.
We did not miss the 9:00 one.
Yeah, we did. We had one at 7:30, then we had one at 8, then we had one at 8:30, but we didn't get one at 9 or 9:30. I've been writing them
Hold
down.
on, let me look. Last one we got was there are multiple ways to gain and lose points.
That was at 8:30.
Oh yeah, I was trying to say it, and then you had mic issues, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna let him fix that shit.
Okay, hell yeah.
So yeah, chat is much less likely to lose points. So the game is kind of stacked in their favor, and the game ends when I fully explain the rules.
Oh. Okay.
So that is those are your hints.
That's
we don't have much
ridiculous.
longer to go either.
We
No,
really don't. Yeah.
we're kind
Yeah,
of
because we just have
That's got me
more.
sweating now.
We literally have
I still
GTO
have-
to talk about, and that's it. Like,
Yeah.
You know what? I'll give you guys a little bit more information. What I will say is that somebody has already guessed a rule correctly.
Like in chat or what?
I don't have to give you that
Just somewhere.
information, actually.
That's fair. That's fair.
Someone has guessed a rule correctly at some point since the game began. There's another hint for you. Then I have one more hint before we get to the results and whatnot later on.
All right. Well, damn. Okay.
all right.
Well, shit. One Piece is sick. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I think next week's gonna be nuts.
That
I
leads us
don't
to
think we will
GTO, I
even
think.
like. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Lucas.
No. You were gonna continue about One Piece real quick, so go ahead.
Like just to wrap it up, like in classic One Piece fashion, I would love to say like we don't even see wherever Emu's going for 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 chapters.
I think the same thing.
It wouldn't be
I
that
think it'll
long.
be like 2
but like you know,
at least.
like some foolish like next chapter isn't the payoff that we always think next chapter is going to be, like we did with the God Valley flashback. But also with the amount people are hyping up next week's chapter, it makes me subvert that feeling and start thinking, damn, maybe something crazy really is going to happen. So just to wrap it up,
told me to avoid social media, and I deleted Facebook off of my phone.
Dude, I respect the hell out of it.
You should keep
Facebook
it
is the
off.
place I get the most spoilers. Facebook
Yeah,
is
same.
dead ass the place where I get the most spoilers, dude. Modolo was spoiled for me every fucking week on Facebook. It was crazy.
Jesus.
I didn't even interact with any Modolo content at all, and it was just like, yep, and here's the leaks every time. But that does lead us into our homework. I gotta start this off
GTO.
with saying, yeah, GTO, great teacher Onizuka, one of, if not the single most unhinged recording I've ever uploaded. I think the 3-Up Test Boys were in just an incredibly rare form on top of a ridiculous anime for us to watch. I've never been more adamant about you guys going and checking out the 3-episode test, full uncut version for GTO, free on my Patreon. I know it sounds like a plug, but guys, it was hilarious, dude. We were laughing, we were crying, we were cringing. What an experience GTO is. Chat, who in chat has seen this? If you're following along, because it is.
Shady said it was one of his favorite.
Yeah,
Shady said it was one of his favorites.
It's revered as an absolute classic by so many people, and me going into this having literally no idea what it's about, aside from the actual name and barely even that. I'm surprised that it's so revered, but also I think I see why.
You see the vision.
I get it, but like, wow, through all of that, and yet it is so well revered. You know, there's a lot to it. GTO was a crazy experience, dude. It was a crazy freaking experience. Quite the 90s anime, that's for damn sure. It felt its time. That's one thing I definitely have to say. You've seen and read it. Nice. You've seen GTO, its peak. See, Mel, I was curious what you're going to say too, and that's what everybody says. I'm not dogging it, but this is, if Sanji was the main character of an anime, and he only had one of his tropes, and it was his worst trope, the anime. That's what GTO is, dude. But see, all right. Now, what Shady just said is so crucial. I feel like GTO is one of those things that if you were there when it was dropping, and that would put you at like 13 to 14 years old, oh, dude, this would be probably the best anime I've ever seen in my life. Goat teacher Onizuka all day long. I get it. Not even saying I hated this. It passed my 3-up test, I think, against all odds.
Yeah,
but
like it did. I'm pretty sure.
Its storytelling ability is absolutely there, but it is just genuinely the epitome of, hey, bro, aside from all that, it's peak. like this is the epitome of that.
So I just mentioned in chat because we were talking about Gintama as what happens very frequently. Shout out to Mel. But I am not a fan of comedy anime and manga, and you could probably have gathered as much from the way that I viewed Rooster Fighter earlier in the stream, and the Kamen Rider shit that happened last season. And
that was so funny as fuck, dude.
It doesn't hit for me. That's not my preferred genre. That's not what I go to anime and manga. A lot of the times when anime and manga try to do comedy, it's just a bunch of panty shots, and it just doesn't hit for me. What I will say is that I 1000% laughed more than I cringed. I did cringe. I absolutely cringed. Full body cringe. I got up out of my chair and winced. There were some bad moments, but I also laughed. I actually laughed at an anime, and that does not it's like sometimes most of the time when I'm laughing, it's like not at a comedy specific anime because I just don't always vibe with it. So this was unique in that aspect. It's problematic as all hell though, especially as I'm in my 30s. I can't be watching this shit.
Yeah.
For real.
If I saw this when I was a teenager, peak, absolute peak, just like you said. But I don't think I'm gonna watch it. I don't think I'm gonna continue to watch it of my own volition. But I do recognize the storytelling elements are deeper than just like tee boobies, panties, and stuff like that.
Yes.
But it's it's just such a hard sell. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I started the whole recording, like I said, I knew it was gonna pass my 3-episode test because I'd seen the series before. Same, I believe, with Cody as well. And I knew how bad the first episode was. I warned you guys, you know what I mean? But I also knew that by the end of it, it probably would have passed your guys' 3-episode test, even if you weren't going to continue watching it, like Vex said, of your own volition. This was right up your guys' alley. It's definitely, like Shade said in the chat, it's a product of its time. It's like old, and like Mel said, it's like old comedy movies. It hasn't aged well, but it's still good. Yeah, it's still worth the watch kind of thing.
Yeah. At the end of the day, if you like a good, endearing core story, this has that. And dude, like Vex said, I really do want to comment on it. It was hilarious, bro. I didn't realize how many memes like that. I get the GOAT status where if you've just been in the anime community on the internet for at least a year, you've probably seen easily 3 to 4 just absolute outright iconic memes that come straight from this show that you would have had no idea.
The guy driving the car,
like. Yeah, dude. Exactly, man. And just it's genuinely so funny, and also impressively heartwarming through all of the ridiculousness. So I get it. I do get it. I think it's not something that I can recommend without a foolish amount of nuance. But if you trust the way I recommend things and the way we all do this here, it is something we're checking out. And I will say, for how crazy it is, again, I think our 3-up test, if you like our content, is probably one of the best ways you could get into this because you can just we are also not taking it seriously and being blown away by how ridiculous it is at the same time. So we could all relate on that while also finding some shred of hope within this story.
Probably the most peak moment I have ever had recording a 3-up test with all of you boys is when when we're done and I paused it on the most unfortunate freeze frame.
Dude, my wife walking in and seeing it and be like,
this whole anime is literally the meme of anime when your mom.
It was the sheer we were determined to make Jacoby put that up on the screen.
Y'all have been.
You guys have us to thank for that.
Go watch it. Yeah, go watch it. That shit was so funny.
It was so good.
we did our full like post analysis and whatnot with that just still on screen.
That's just
it was
there.
So funny.
Yeah,
it is the craziest screenshot. It's so funny, dude. That is
but yeah, so GTO, it's an interesting one. Watch it at your own risk. If you're open-minded, you might, you'll probably like it. Actually, there's a lot good to it. Yeah, I'm probably not watching it. Dolo. It's relatively low on my list. I would love to watch it with the boys.
Maybe
or
a
watch
full
it with the community,
Patreon exclusive
like that,
watch for the 3-episode test is in order.
Dude,
for
I mean,
GTO.
Honestly,
because of how much fun we had.
Yeah.
This would be the series to do it with.
Genuinely, some of the most fun, the hardest I've laughed, the most ridiculous things said. We were all kind of just on one, and it really pulled it out of us. So very happy that this was added, and I think this is another one that is another great example of how the 3-up test can be super fun.
It's almost it's almost like when we did like at the end of the year last year when we did our like top 5s or whatever, top 3s it was, and I gave that really shitty anime that Jacoby made us watch my top 3 spot just because of the amount of fun we had shitting on it together. This is definitely gonna hit my top 3 of the year just because of how fucking fun the 3-up test was to do. Like,
it's the big number 1 for what we've done yet right now, as far as really having fun watching anime with my homies.
I don't know.
And the core of this podcast.
There was literally like a moment where me and Jacoby were like joking and laughing, and then we both just go,
what? Yeah,
I literally cried my eyes out to Your Eternity today. Don't do this to me.
So yeah, guys, go check that out. It's totally free, and it's gonna stay that way. So that'll be in the 3-up test folder. We have, I think,
I begged him to put it behind a paywall.
In that overall, yeah, this one should be behind a paywall. So go get it while it's please, like genuinely, it should. I should charge y'all $3 to $5 for it, but for right now, it's for the Frizz. Come rock with your boy in 3-up test.
Yeah. I think I've guessed your game, Vex.
I also have a guess for it, let's dive into the game, and Vex, tell us.
Hold on, let me guess and see if I can.
Yeah, hold on. I'll give you the last hint, and then we can get to the guessing portions, and then I will explain the rules, and the game will officially be over.
I mean, calling it right now, first guess.
Okay, so what I will say is that over, can I count? Over 150 points have been earned.
Oh my god!
Across the board, I have a spreadsheet here, and almost that exact same amount of points has been lost. It's like 128 points has been lost.
Dude, this is Tau. This is Tau, dude.
So I get it. I think I know
perfect
what it is.
balance,
so funny, dude.
Vex has been giving us and taking away points for certain mannerisms and phrases we use on the stream commonly.
Okay, but if you guessed a rule, or are you just guessing the game?
I think one has to do with the 6-7 in Cody, because he almost did it this stream but didn't do it fully. 6-7. I think one has to do with Jacoby going crazy. I think that has to be one. Like
that's so funny.
Me turning off my camera but still being here has to be one, or me just turning off my camera has to be one. There's a lot of them. I guarantee there's a lot of them. Decades.
The one that I caught, like
has to
be decades. Yeah, yes, mentioning decades, but like that's what I picked up on is like it's our inside jokes. It's just all of our
mannerisms and stuff. Yeah, like that. Me and Cody hitting our vapes, our burping was one that I was thinking of. Because we both are real bad about that on streams. Even though we both made conscious efforts to stop. Maybe.
Well,
maybe.
Cody's like, no, you're not. I'm ripping. I don't know what you mean.
I think,
guys, the only reason I'm not burping is because I was vomiting. Like, that's it.
We'll do it.
I'm too scared to have soda right now.
But yeah, I think that
soda.
Saying I hate anime is one.
Oh my god!
Me shitting me shitting on Sentence to Be a Hero or something to that effect would probably be one. You know what I mean? Like,
Or at
there
least
was
you
probably a
saying, well,
lot
I
of things.
haven't watched this.
Yeah, or I haven't
just
watched that,
saying
or
the
I
line,
really
I
gotta watch
haven't
this,
watched
or I
yet.
haven't heard about this, or you guys gotta tell me more about this, or something of that effect was one which I didn't do.
Man, I really got to check this out.
Or I really gotta check this out. Had to be one. How many of these have I guessed correctly? I have to know.
2? Well, 3, I guess.
3, okay.
Yeah, technically.
Okay.
So what is the game?
All right.
I don't get it.
Yeah, let's explain the rules. I'm
I
ready.
think
I'm just on the
I'm
same
ready to
page as
hear.
Lucas. That's what I was thinking.
We are officially concluding. The point ballots are closed. A winner has been decided.
Guys, I haven't even looked
Chat
up an
lock-in.
anime yet. Holy fuck. Just in case.
Don't worry.
Oh, man. Was this another game designed for me to lose?
Okay, so there are
So,
several
yes.
ways to gain points. There's several ways to lose points. I am going to now explain to you the tiers at which they can happen. The 1 point gain category. You could gain 1 singular point by spitting a decent meme or a decent theory. And there was quite a few points earned this way. I will say the MVP on that one is Cody this stream. But there was I think over 30 total points earned by that category alone, and that's a 1 point category, so that's a lot.
Yeah.
2 point bonuses were given for laughing at a chat message or prompting chat specifically. This was, I think, by far the biggest point earning category, with almost we're looking at over 90 points in just this category alone were given. Nice. Category number 3, the 3 point bonuses, is the mentioning of the recurring bits such as #decades and Oda level foreshadowing and stuff like that. This was we didn't get a lot of that. Not a lot of that at all, I will say, this stream. But it is some of the, I think if you go across every single one of our streams, the most commonly said phrases. I have like a list of like 3 of them here. And like those, it was like a sure in, but it was like less common. So I was like, that could be at a higher point value, right? 4 point bonuses would have been allotted for shouting out my dog Rosie, or mentioning the links in the description, which only one person did, with Jacoby. So 5 point bonuses, this is the highest you could possibly earn, were given by guessing a rule correctly and being the #1 chatter based off of chat EXP gained on YouTube. So this is currently Cody, and that is how it's going to stay. So shout out to Cody for being #1 chatter. Now we get to point loss category. Points were lost in increments of 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. 1 point reduction was made from phone time or interrupting somebody in the middle of their point. So if I saw your phone enter your camera frame or heard your ringtone or a vibration, you lost a point. If you directly interrupted somebody else while they were in the middle of making their point, you lost a point. Again, chat we can't really calculate that. So this is where it starts to get into a bit of an unfair advantage for chat, because they're not going to be able to, I can't police them as much as I can focus on you guys. Yeah. So chat, you lucked out on that one.
Well done.
Quite a bit of point reduction here, but by no means our top point reduction. Next up, we have the 2 point reduction category, and this is vocal stimming and going nonverbal. So this was a crazy category. Okay, so yeah, 6, 7 counts. I gave you the points for guessing this, even though all you said was 6, 7, Lucas. I still gave you the points for guessing this partially. But yeah, so that's 2 point reductions. 3 point reductions for, and you're gonna laugh so hard, singing a song or
this was
peeking
aimed
your
at
mic.
me. Like I said, this was aimed at me. These games are designed. Vex, every single time Vex designs a game, it's made so that I do not win it. I promise you.
Lucas lost 21
I
points
guarantee-
alone
yeah, see,
in just this
These
category.
games are legitimately designed for me never to win them. I've never once won a game.
Cody also lost double digits. I think he lost 15 points to this.
Just saying.
So it's this was a lot. 4-point reduction for making a blind joke. We didn't actually have any of those this time around.
I can't believe it.
You
Oh
could
my
have seen
God.
that coming, not Vex.
Okay, your point totals are closed. I'm not changing it now, but you would
I made a really good one on
you would
stream yesterday.
You did. There were also 4-point reductions for crashing out, which we did get one, a little one, but I counted it. And then the last category, 5 points reduced from your score for the following: going AFK, gooning, or moaning.
Oh fuck! Oh no! I'm sorry.
And
I'm sorry, Father, for I have gooned.
Jacoby
I have
lost
kids. I have to walk away sometimes.
20
That's look what I
points
say.
to this category.
That's not fair, dude. You can't have that category while we're talking about Gooner's Paradise, bro. Especially
Vince
Oh
made
my
the
God.
most
the
kids
Uzuri
alive,
episode.
living in
What?
the Gooner's Paradise.
So,
See,
while
Lucas thought he was targeted.
I
And Vex
am,
gives me
dude.
the
I'm
heaviest
telling
fucking
you.
category. I lost a whole leg to that.
Vex
So,
is literally gave an
Jacoby
extra
and,
points just so I don't win. Tell me I'm not targeted.
Jacoby had earned a total of 38 points and lost a total of 28 points, meaning your finishing total is 10. You're in the
Sheesh.
positive, which is
Nice.
something.
I guess that's something.
Cody had earned a total of 47 points,
Ooh, nice.
but had lost 43. So you're at
Ugh.
4. Lucas had gained a total of 34 points and lost a total of 49, putting you at negative 15.
Like I said, rigged.
Um,
Rigged from the start.
and then we have
Entirely.
we have a few chatters here who had some point reduction, but mostly point gains because the game was fixed in their favor. So shout out to Mel, who gained 13 points throughout the course of this stream, and today's winner, Shady, who gained 23 points and only lost 5 because they legitimately told me they went AFK to avoid spoilers. Otherwise, they wouldn't have even lost those 5. So your point total, Shady, is 18 points. Congratulations, you are our winner,
Wow.
and you get to decide
Don't worry, Shady.
what.
My next
And
game
you
is going
get
to
to
be called
decide.
Anyone But Vex. No.
I love it. He's like, man, I literally missed a whole explanation, so I didn't play the game. This dude fucking won. He won.
So
dude.
Shady, if you will let us know
Yeah,
what our next
yeah.
3-episode test homework assignment is, congratulations to you, brother.
Dude, crazy. That Vex, hats off, dude. What a cool game. What a
I have
really,
a whole
really cool
spreadsheet,
game.
y'all. Like
Yeah.
I'm like over here, like
put some-
summing up full columns and shit. Like, yeah, this was fun. This was awesome.
Dude, you put some work in that.
Shady,
I
you kind of
truly
have to
appreciate
have an anime in mind, like right now. This is
Yeah.
kind of
No,
like
it's
the
like-
whole.
We need
Now
to
you know what it's like to be us.
Now
So
know
you better fucking put one in the chat. Yeah, now I can crash out, motherfucker. How the fuck are you not gonna know what the game is?
Shady knows what the
Vex
pressure
always
is when you
does
have
this
to
to
drop
me.
anime, and sometimes it sucks, and the boys will
We're
never
supposed to be
stop
best
making fun of it.
friends. We're supposed to.
Yeah.
Oh, the boy will never talk about peak anime, and he literally has to like, oh, doesn't want to do it. Oh my gosh, takes 9 years to put that. Wants to LARP it. I got you. What do you mean you got me? You could have just put the
Never
title
heard
and
of that
then said I
anime.
got you.
I've never heard of that anime, dude.
That's a crazy anime name, yeah.
Guys, I love how I'm saying
Yo.
all this shit
Oh my
about
God.
Vex's game, but I fucking smoked at Anime Jeopardy. Like-
We gotta
Dude,
bring
like
that
Mel
one.
untyping their paragraph, being like, "I wish I won."
Ikoku
Ikoku
Niki.
Niki.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's so
What is
peak. Thank you. Oh my god. I talked about it
Is
last
that like
episode.
Mirai Nikki?
No.
Oh,
It
no,
does
this is
involve
the
the
anime.
word diary.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
boy love. No, I'm joking.
It's not
Is
boy
this
love
I
at
know,
all,
Journal?
but
Is that
okay.
what it is?
Yeah, so I talked
That
about it
one?
last episode.
Got a really
In our
good
last
score on Mel.
Dude, it's phenomenal. It's so good. I cannot wait. This is gonna be sad. It's just gonna be sad, I think.
Crying with the boys.
Peak recommendation. No, not shown it at all. Not a single fight scene. But
Darn.
that has been it, y'all.
Shame.
That with the W stream.
Yeah.
I love this game so much.
Yeah, that was a fire
That was
game.
blast,
really
y'all.
fun. That was a great fucking
Yeah.
game, Vex. Guys, shout out to Vexus for coming up
Yes,
with one of the
shout
most
out,
high
Vex, dude.
concept games of the entire fucking pod.
That
Like,
was so meta.
Jesus
It was great.
Christ. I like the whole
Oh,
time you
oh
were
my
explaining the
God.
hints and shit, I was like, I know what this is. I could tell what it was. I just couldn't figure out how you were ranking us. I was like, wait a minute.
Exactly.
That's why I like
exactly.
got quiet for a little bit. I was thinking, I was like sitting there because I was like, he's watching probably right now all of our cameras and everything to see what we're doing. That's why I have my
Oh,
phone
yeah.
off
Yeah.
screen. If you guys didn't notice, I didn't have my phone on screen at all during the
Oh, I
fucking
could see
call.
the glow on your face, and I counted it.
You know,
I
was
had a
getting
feeling
points
that was
for-
one of
for a
them.
phone. I don't think I picked my phone up really.
I
You
didn't
did
see
a
your
lot.
phone in frame once.
Yeah.
I didn't see your phone in
A
frame
lot.
once.
No.
Yeah, but I mean, how could you?
Right?
Okay.
Oh, best way to end the stream, boys.
No, but-
Guys, chat, thank you so
That'd-
much. I believe Cody had some things he wanted to say before we get out of here tonight.
Yeah, guys. You know, as much as I love anime, I love manga. And I love reading manga on Thursdays with Vex, but with the conclusion of Chainsaw Man. Why? Because you had chainsaws. I was thinking, man, what are we gonna be reading
It was
next?
all a
And
dream.
I said on stream I would be announcing it on the 3-episode test podcast, and we are going to be reading Centuria live on stream.
Let's
We're
go.
gonna be
Let's
doing this
go!
Thursday at the normal time. I say the normal time because I'm like, haha, I hit the at 5 p.m. Discord button and it just works. So, we're going to be going live. I don't know how many volumes or chapters we'll be first covering. I've only read the first 3 chapters and it was pretty peak. And I think Vex said he's read the first 8. So it's something both of us haven't gotten into fully. So it'll be a brand new journey for us to get into, and I'm super excited for it because I need some
Dubs on
manga to
that.
pick up.
Hell
Dubs
yeah.
on.
And
Hell
then
yeah.
going into this next season, into spring, there is a high probability chance that we're going to be doing some extra streams for you guys. Maybe some extra recordings as well.
I
So
heard,
keep an eye on that.
if I could just to speak on that real quick with the extra stream, I heard it through the grapevine. Me and Jacoby might be popping up this Sunday for the next One Piece chapter together.
It just
I
might
heard
be
that.
happening.
It might
One
just
day.
be happening. Who knows though? Continue though, Vex,
Massive
please.
day, massive chapter.
Yeah. Continue though, Vex. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Just saying, make sure if you guys have enjoyed any of this, make sure you subscribe. We got more
Yes.
lovely content. Cannot wait to enjoy spring anime with you guys. And yeah, take it easy. You want to do your normal outro where you tell them to tell their PP they love it or whatever?
Yeah, guys, look down, tell your people you love it. Tell
Yeah.
the people
Put the
you
lotion on it.
love them. Touch grass, drink water, and we will see you guys for the next 3-ep test. Bye.
Shangri-La Frontiers peak.
Would you fuck
That's
me?
pretty good.